Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm trying to see something. Hold on. I ain't even logged into my chat to even look at this. Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, can y'all hear me on this? All right, let's go over here. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Let me see. Hey, can y'all hear me? I think they can hear me now.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
All right, there we go. There we go. All right, salute. Y'all can hear me clear? Can y'all hear me clear? Let me know. Can y'all hear me clear? Let me know. Can y'all hear me clear? Yeah? We good? Okay, tell me, can y'all hear me now? I'm trying to see if this gonna mute it. What about now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all still hear me?
What about now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all still
Okay,
hear
you
me?
can still hear me on that.
What about now? Can y'all hear me now?
Okay. Oh, okay, I see what's up. All right, bet. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Oh, okay, I see what's up. All right, bet. Y'all ready?
All right, bet. There we go. All right, salute to the gang, man. Salute. What's good, man? Hey, know I'm talking about. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm talking about. Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We gotta talk, Ratchet Gang. We gotta chop it up. Look, right about now, we gotta chop it up about uh this Las Vegas shooting with Finny the Legend and Manny Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? We gotta chop it up about that. We gotta spin the block on that. You know, we got deep into that coverage a little bit ago. It was about a month or two ago. I can't remember exactly when it happened. There's so much going on. The world is just crazy, right? Okay, real quick. Can y'all like hear me real clear when it's like this? You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm way back over here. Can y'all hear me real clear still? Oh damn, let me turn my shit on. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, there we go. My bad. Oh, y'all can. Okay, cool. Salute. Everybody double tap your screen if you're in the building. Everybody double tap your screen if you in the building. Everybody double tap your screen if you in the building. Uh oh shoot, I'm not logged in over here either. Man. I've been all over the place. I've been on Kick. I've been over here. We've been covering this Mo 3 case, which I got another update for y'all on the Mo 3 case tonight over on Kick after we get done with this live. This is going to be a regular live. So this is going to be a couple hours we're going to be here. So I got a lot to talk about with this live right here. And then after I'm done, maybe like around 10, we'll pull up over on Kick. I was downloading that Madden. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit been downloading all day, and they say it's still gonna take like 9 hours. So we probably ain't gonna get into no Madden until probably late tonight or early tomorrow. I'm gonna spend tomorrow all day gaming on Kick. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Tomorrow, I don't know how much I'm gonna be on YouTube because I have been doing my I've been getting paid over there on Kick to stream, and I do other things over there. So tonight we're gonna get into a Mo 3 update over there. I got some stuff about Trap Boy Freddy's entire camp is at war right now. You know, everybody left Trap Boy Freddy and them. They done. Everybody either locked up or they gone. They didn't gave up on Trap Boy Freddy. A lot of people around Trap Boy Freddy starting to look at him like he's snitching, dog. I'm be real. So we definitely gonna talk about that. This live is more about the evil side of Zeus Network. We're gonna get into that at the end of the show, Zeus Network. So it looks like everybody wants to start the show off with let me see. It looks like majority of the people want to talk about the Las Vegas shooting, so we'll probably spend about like an hour and a half talking about the Las Vegas shooting, and probably about the same amount for Zeus Network. All right, so make sure y'all vote on the poll and let me know exactly how y'all want to handle today, because we got, and then at the end of it, I'm talking about Trap Boy Freddy and them. They've been at war. Yellow Beezy trying to get another bond reduction. It's a lot going on over there, over here in Dallas, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's a lot going on, and a lot of people are starting to look at Trap Boy Freddy like he been snitching. So the Mexicans are starting to expose Trap Boy Freddy. You heard that right. It's the Mexicans who are starting to look at Trap Boy Freddy sideways. Uh, so Dallas, Texas, what the hell is going on out here? Is Trap Boy Freddy snitching? Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. Um, so we gotta talk. We got a lot to talk about. I think I seen Paul throw up a two piece or something. Salute to Mimi for the two piece. Uh, Dog Life, I appreciate the two piece. Uh, OMG, What Happened TV? You've been a member for 9 months. Drop the flowers for OMG, What Happened TV. Salute to you as well. Salute to Keyshawn for throwing up that two piece. I appreciate you, Keyshawn. Yeah, y'all been showing out over here. I see y'all. I see y'all. Salute to Paul for the two piece. Yeah, salute to everybody who donated, man. Yeah, we got shit $9 on the screen. We ain't even started yet. So what I want everybody to do as y'all come into the live, obviously make sure you double tap the screen and get the likes up. And I want y'all to be vocal in the chat. And I also want y'all to tell me by hitting that poll that's right there, how do y'all want to start this show? Do y'all want to start off with talking about the Zeus Network and the evil dark side of them and what the hell they got going on? Because I got a lot to talk about. That's a weird ass situation. I don't even watch Zeus, but definitely I've been very hip, especially dudes. If you any dude who talked to a chick that's in the African American community can probably has ended up seeing an episode of Baddies before. Now I'm talking to only the men right now, only the men, and I hope it was whenever you was with a chick or some shit. But have you ever came across anything on Zeus Network, whether it be Blueface and Krishan and motherfucking what is that, Baddies and all that, fellas? Have you ever ran across an episode of that shit? Raise your hand if you have. Raise your hand if you have, fellas. I'm only talking to the dudes right now. OMB Twan says no. I ain't gonna lie, bro. My ex used to watch that shit. And I don't know how the hell anybody entertains anything on that evil ass network. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I could not watch that shit. I'm talking about it's damn near like borderline Jerry Springer on steroids. That it's like what in the hell y'all got going on? How do y'all watch this shit? How do y'all watch Blueface and Krishan? I ended up running into these episodes. I'm like, how are you watching this shit? What the fuck is this? What y'all got going on over here? So I've done a little deep digging. I've done a little deep digging. No diddy, but I've been digging deep, trying to understand what the hell this is, and it led me to Israel. I know you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Ratchet? Something about that network is connected to Israel, and it'll all make sense when I'm done with this episode. So we're gonna chop it up about it. Yeah, it's some crazy weird stuff going on that we've been witnessing in this world, man. So I don't know. Y'all better keep your eyes peeled, but we definitely are gonna get the show started by talking about the Finny the Legend and Manny, Sin City Manny Ruiz. We got to chop it up about that because them boys had a whole war going on out there. Uh, it ended up being in Vegas, but Finny the Legend wasn't from Las Vegas originally. He was from Arizona, but he definitely used to make that drive out there to go to Las Vegas. And they had a couple of encounters, but this was a social media war that ended up turning deadly. Sin City Manny has since said that he is innocent. He's claiming self defense by saying that he believes Manny Ruiz, excuse me, he believes Finny the legend was reaching for his waistband as if he had a gun, so he panicked and shot, but the wife was dancing in front of him, so he ended up, whatever. But he's claiming self defense, which, let's be real, that shit ain't holding up in nobody's courtroom. I'm gonna be real, that ain't holding up in nobody's courtroom. Hey, when I got there sitting down, can y'all still hear me right now? I'm trying to get my water right. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know in the chat. Like, can y'all hear me good? Let me know in the chat. Let me see. I said, yeah. Oh, y'all still can hear me like that? Okay, cool. So I don't gotta hold it by my mouth and shit. That's cool. All right. So then y'all can still hear me good. Okay, cool. So Sin City Manny is saying, look, bro, this is self defense. I had nothing to do with nothing, man. I was out there confronting the dude. He reached for his waistband. I panicked. I shot. Ended up hitting them both. Self defense. Manny, let me tell you how this goes, brother. Your ass is finna get the death penalty. They just came out an hour ago. And it's crazy that I've been sitting on this show right here for an entire week. I've been having this Zeus Network slash Finny the Legend. This episode was done like a week ago. I just got really busy with the Mo 3 case, and I got really busy going to do a lot of other stuff that I had going on, and getting this kick platform started and dealing with Chat Trap and all that. I've been really busy, so I have just been literally having this episode sit on my computer for like a week. The day that I start to do it, in an hour ago, they come out with a matter of fact. I had this show ready. The last update they had, which was last week, they had an update last week or some shit, and I had that episode ready that day. And I was like, "Fuck!" I ran into the Mo 3 case, and I was like, "I'm gonna just put that episode on the back burner." Zeus Network, it's not a big deal to me because I mean, whatever. I feel like I can just put Zeus on the back burner. Would be that'll be a dope episode later down the line. I just can't focus on that right now because this might be something that we might end up having to revisit both of these situations. So I was like, you know what? I put it on the back burner and I'll come back with those episodes a little bit later. And lo and behold, an hour before I get on this live, they come out with an update, and a lot of people been covering this story. So we're about to get to the Finny the Legend and Manny Ruiz story. It's looking like that's the one y'all want first. Let's see. Yeah, 63% of the room is saying they want Finny the Legend and Manny Ruiz. They want to talk about their Las Vegas shooting. But one thing I have noticed is y'all have not gotten the likes up. Double tap that screen and get these likes up. What are y'all doing, man? What y'all got going on, man? Double tap that screen and get these likes up. That's what we need to do, man. Everybody in the building needs to double tap that screen. See, I've been off of YouTube for a while. Not really off of YouTube because I've been here every day, but I really just been taking a little break, bro. I just been chilling, trying to do other things, and I think y'all just forgot. Did y'all forget where we at, man? We a Ratchet gang. Y'all been loose. Let's get to it, man. Double tap that screen, get these likes up, get them donations in there. Let's go ahead and talk about this damn story. Uh, One thing I don't know is if I got this, are y'all gonna be able to hear the audio when I play the computer, or do I have to take this out and do it how we usually do? That's something I didn't think about. All right, let me see real quick. Okay, y'all tell me real quick. Real quick. Can y'all hear this good or not? Or do I need to take it out?
41-year-old Manny Ruiz tells our camera he's innocent Thursday. Ruiz appearing in district court after a Clark County.
What about it? Can y'all hear it? Are we good? Can I keep this? Can I keep the microphone in? Crispy? Okay, cool. All right, bet. All right, okay, cool. That's cool. All right, so let's chop it up about this. Hold on. And then what about Oh shit! Did I get that? Let me go make sure I got that. Where is it at? No, not that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Where the freak did that go? Uh, where's my downloads at? Hold on. I literally just had this damn shit ready. How the hell? Okay, something. Oh no 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 no. Let's see. Hold on.
What's
Okay, no, that's not it. It got to be right here. All right, I think we're good.
A bidder online.
Yeah. We good. Okay, I got both. I want to make sure. Okay, cool. All right, so my shit downloaded weird. Okay, I don't know why it's in that order, but it's cool. I'm gonna figure it out. All right, we finna get to this damn story, man. Let's go ahead and get to this damn story. I'm finna turn my camera around. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. We finna get started right now. All right, hold on. All right, so let's get back over here. Let's go. All right, let's get to this damn story right here, man. Let's chop it up about this, man. All right, when I start playing it and I'm talking, let me know if y'all can hear me and y'all can hear the audio before we even continue. I need to know that y'all can hear me and I need to know that y'all can hear the audio. Oh shit, hold on. Let me go back over here.
innocent? 41-year-old Manny Ruiz tells our camera he's innocent.
Are we good? Y'all can hear me and the audio? We good? Everybody in the chat, let me know. We good? We good? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. We good? All right, cool. All right, let's go. Let's get this shit started. My bad, y'all. I had to make sure. I'm trying to use this new microphone, trying to make sure we good. So I got to use my other microphone. Let's go.
Innocent. 41-year-old Manny Ruiz tells our camera he's innocent Thursday. Ruiz appearing in district court after a Clark County grand jury voted to indict him on murder charges. That grand jury shown this police body cam video, which prosecutors say recorded the sound of gunshots fired from Ruiz's gun. Prosecutors also showing the panel more of that live stream, which shows 44-year-old Rodney Finley adjusting the camera moments before police say Ruiz shot and killed him and his wife, 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. In the aftermath, police say Ruiz left a trail of items behind. Photos showing the hat police say Ruiz was wearing, officers finding it in a trash can at the Paris Hotel. This jersey located in a hallway, and this gun still in its holster, crammed next to a fence.
Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay?
A day after the shootings, Ruiz turned himself into police, claiming self-defense. These photos taken shortly after that.
So this dude is claiming self-defense, y'all. He's claiming self-defense after what he did to that man and his wife. And mind you, this all started on YouTube. All of this started over copyright claims. This was coming from striking channels. The same shit we be watching over in sectors all over YouTube. It happens. They start fighting and arguing over, oh, who got more followers, who got more likes. You're striking my channel. I'm trying to ruin your income. I'm gonna call your job. I'm gonna dox you. I'm gonna call your mama. I'm gonna put your wife up on the screen. This is stuff that should not be allowed, bro. This is bullying. It's harassment. You know what I'm saying? Some shit got to get tightened up, man, because things like this can and will happen. These are human beings we're talking about. I'm not excusing the man for nothing he did. Don't get me wrong. He was dead ass wrong. You can't handle nothing by picking up a gun and going to, you know what I'm saying? You would have been better off just, you know what I'm saying, getting your scrap on. You know what I'm saying? Just getting on the strip and hey, just catching the ones. That you was better off, or just walking away. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm too old to be fighting, but I ain't finna get out there and fight nobody. I'm cool, man. Look, dog, may God be with you. That's all I can say. Just pick and choose wisely. May God be with you. But you know, I've learned to just walk away from shit, bro. I mean, it's petty. This is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both seem like y'all had y'all own set of people. Y'all could have went your separate ways, but you decided to take it offline and put someone's life in your own hands. And I think I mean I do think I did hear. I told y'all before this came out. I did tell y'all. Remember last time I covered this story, I told y'all that he assumed that he was pulling a gun on him. I did tell y'all that he thought that nigga was finna. I said he pump faked. Everybody's like, nah, but he didn't have a gun. I said, I don't know if he had a gun, but he definitely pump fake like he did. And this came out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I be telling y'all, look, bro, the streets told me this though. I didn't find this from no police reports because it wasn't in no police reports. I didn't find this from no police friends, which hey, I do got some police friends in some places. You know what I'm saying? But nah, definitely this was told to me in the streets. They was like, hey, bro, dude, pump fake like he had a gun, like, and he and Manny and stop, and Manny assumed that he had a gun. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Manny pump. I mean, excuse me. Finny the legend pump fake like he had a gun, and Manny was going there for whatever he was. I don't think that he went there with the intent to unalive him. I don't think so. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I don't. I think that he was just to the point where he didn't give a fuck. I don't think that he definitely planned it and plotted it out. I think shit just happened and it just was what it was. You know, I think he definitely took his strap just in case. And I ain't taking up for the man. I'm just saying this is what I assume happened. I don't know. I could be wrong about all this shit. But I assume that Manny went there and I don't think he had a plan. You know what I'm saying? You know how some you probably did it, or you know someone who just do something. They don't even think, they just do it. They just start moving on instinct or just action. It's just on emotion. They just move and like King Von. I ain't saying this nigga nothing like King Von, but sort of the same shit happened with King Von. He just didn't think in the instant. He just crashed. You know what I'm saying? And but on the other side, on the flip side, he lost his life. He got out that car and crashed out. He flashed out, and he didn't see that shit coming. King Von didn't think Lil Tim was gonna pop out that car and unalive him. You know what I'm saying? So I think Manny just didn't have a plan. He just went out there and it just was what it was. I don't think he gave a fuck. I think he was just ready for whatever. I think it was just to that point where he just was ready for whatever, and he took it upon himself to, take this man's life. Unfortunately, and now they're seeking the death penalty on him. They're saying they got enough evidence that this man definitely did this with the intent to kill him. I think they look at it different than I look at it. I look at it like, he possibly just crashed out. But I mean, unfortunately, crashing out just seems like you did plan it. So, Manny, unfortunately for you, my boy, you're finally gonna get the clout you were looking for. You're about to spend the rest of your life behind bars, and I think that they're gonna definitely pursue the death penalty, and they're going to get it. Manny, it's over, bro. Like your decision that you made, being that you had an ongoing online beef with this person with a lot of paper trail, because your channel might be gone, but they still got access to it. They deleted that shit real quick before anybody could start deleting videos. They got enough on you just from your channel alone. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the archives and looked at your channel. You think just because that channel gone, that you know what I'm saying? They worked with Google and in the team to probably get that took down. And like, hey, we need that for evidence. Or we need all those videos. We need access to this channel. So pretty soon, y'all boys gonna see, man. This clout chasing shit, it ain't worth it, dog.
In district court after a Clark County grand jury voted to indict him on murder charges. That grand jury shown this police body cam video, which prosecutors say recorded the sound of gunshots fired from Ruiz's gun. Prosecutors also showing the panel more of that live stream, which shows 44-year-old Rodney Finley adjusting the camera moments before police say Ruiz shot and killed him and his wife, 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. In the aftermath, police say Ruiz left a trail of items behind. Photos showing the hat police say Ruiz was wearing, officers finding it in a trash can at the Paris Hotel. This jersey located in a hallway, and this gun still in its holster, crammed next to a fence.
Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay?
A day after the shootings, Ruiz turned himself into police, claiming self-defense. These photos taken shortly after that arrest. We are awaiting a decision from the committee that will determine if Ruiz should face the death penalty should a jury convict him. We should learn that the first week of August. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm David Sharns, 8 News Now.
And detectives say this feud between the two YouTubers started 2 years ago. Police say neither Rodney nor Tanisha Finley were armed.
See, they saying there was no gun present on these two individuals. Now, could have been somebody could have just picked it up on the strip or something. We don't know. But unfortunately, there's no evidence of anybody ever in the company of Finny the Legend carrying a weapon. So your claim of self-defense, my boy, I don't see it working out in your favor. I'm gonna be real with you. I just don't see this working out in your favor. I don't see how this is gonna be determined as I don't see how they're gonna determine that self-defense, especially with the history of you two individuals. So yeah, Manny, it's over for you, my dog. Let's continue.
A bitter online feud explodes into real world violence, and now a popular YouTuber could face the death penalty. Two people, a husband and wife, were gunned down on the Las Vegas Strip right in front of the Bellagio fountains while live streaming. And now the man accused of pulling the trigger, known online as Sin City Manny, could pay the ultimate price. Prosecutors say Manuel Ruiz opened fire 7 times and then tried to vanish into the crowd. Police say it's all caught on video, including the moment Ruiz allegedly advanced towards his rival with a gun in his hand. Now, the Clark County District Attorney says they'll pursue the harshest punishment possible: death.
As you heard that right. Y'all definitely heard that right. They're going to pursue the harshest penalty possible. They're going after the death penalty for this kid. Hey, everybody in here, man. We got 600 people in here, man. Double tap that screen to get the likes to 300, man. Let's get to 300 likes, man. I know this is a different live we're doing tonight, man. We're gonna be covering some off the wall shit, man. We still only got $9 on the screen, but y'all got me looking, you know what I'm saying, looking thin out here, man. But let's get these likes up at least, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Oh shit. Right here. Hold on, my bad.
I'm Kennedy Walker, and I'll walk you through the details. This is Law and Crime.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just gonna detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on you or anything? All right. You get double cuffed if you have.
Man. Get the likes up, y'all. Hey, your goofy ass done, man. This what cloud chasing gets you.
Body camera video captures the moment Manuel Ruiz is detained and placed in handcuffs. Ruiz, a popular YouTuber known online as Sin City Manny, is charged with murdering 2 people in a shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. And now, prosecutors say they're seeking the death penalty. The Clark County District Attorney's Office filed a notice that if Ruiz is convicted, they will pursue a death sentence during the penalty phase of the trial. According to court documents, Ruiz allegedly fired 7 shots at Rodney and Tanisha Finley.
This nigga fired 7 shots at them. I'm not sure how many times each of them were struck, but over some YouTube stuff, bro. Like this was all over YouTube. That's the craziest part about it. This was over content. These were 2 content creators that just couldn't coexist.
While the couple was live streaming near the Bellagio fountains on June 8th.
Salute,
New
Keyshawn.
body camera footage also shows the moment officers arrived at the scene just minutes after gunfire erupted in a heavily crowded tourist area. Prosecutors say Ruiz knowingly created a great risk of death to more than one person, opening fire in a densely populated space. They say they'll rely on court documents, police reports, witness statements, video, and Ruiz's own words to prove it. Investigators and fellow content creators say Ruiz had an ongoing feud with Rodney Finley, known online as Finny the Legend. The two were locked in a bitter online rivalry, live streaming verbal attacks, trading jabs across platforms, and building digital followings on YouTube fueled by drama.
Man, this shit crazy, dog. Just to think about this is just some YouTube stuff, man. And now you know how many people lost their life that day? This man and his wife lost their life Manny and his wife, that you could say essentially both lost theirs. I mean, now her husband is in jail and he's going to get the death penalty. So she's going to have to witness this, and then I'm pretty sure they got kids, and their life is messed up forever. And these two, they had grandkids. You know what I'm saying? They were grandparents, from my understanding. So they got their kids and their kids. You know what I'm saying? That lives are gonna be affected forever and behind this, and the family they left behind. So it's a lot of people whose lives were affected by some YouTube shit.
The dispute reportedly began over a copyright claim, but escalated into back and forths and personal threats.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him. Dying to see him. What are we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there. I'll be there. Can you believe it? You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right?
Yeah, I definitely did interview Manny's cousin. And they said to me it was going to be self-defense, that that he pump faked and reached. Matter of fact, I think that's where the information came from about him possibly having a gun. But I know behind the scenes it was told to me too. I believe that person told me, and it was told to me behind the scenes, like, "Hey, yo," I think I was telling him, and he was confirming it. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while. But I think I was explaining to him what was told to me, and he was confirming, like, yeah, it's gonna be self-defense. He pump fake like he had a gun. So it's still not gonna hold up in court, but it's crazy that I don't know, man. This is just insane. What do y'all think about this, man? What do y'all think? Does he deserve the death penalty for this?
Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marcus. That's right. We're outside.
After the shooting, Ruiz allegedly fled the scene, ditching his shirt, hat, and gun, according to an arrest report.
See, after he left, he ditched his shirt, he ditched his hat, he ditched his gun. They said they was finding shit all over the city. He was just leaving a trail of clues behind. It does look premeditated. So y'all tell me in the chat, do y'all believe Sin City Manny deserves the death penalty for what he did? If you believe he deserves the death penalty, drop the gems in the chat. If you think that they just life without parole, drop the eyeballs. If you think he deserves the death penalty, drop the gems. If you don't believe he deserves the death penalty, drop the eyeballs. Let me know in the chat.
He allegedly took a ride share, then walked to a friend's house where he eventually turned himself in.
So he took a Uber to a homeboy house. Then he's like, you know what, man, maybe I should turn myself. So this nigga took an Uber that night. He ditched all his shit and got in the Uber. Remember that.
During questioning, Ruiz reportedly told detectives he acted in self-defense, claiming he believed the Finleys were armed. He told police Tanisha Finley was dancing in his face and that Rodney appeared to be reaching for his waistband, which he assumed meant a weapon. But police say,
told you, he was reaching for his waistband and he assumed he did not tell y'all this about a month ago. I think this happened about a month ago. I told y'all this same shit a month ago.
No guns were found on or near the Finleys, and no weapons were seen in any of the live stream videos. Detectives showed Ruiz the footage, which, according to their report, clearly showed Manny advancing towards Finny while shooting. Ruiz allegedly claimed he had no idea the Finleys were live streaming and denied making threats before the shooting. Now, Ruiz faces 2 counts of murder, and if convicted, prosecutors say he could be sentenced to death.
Well, we know for a fact he's going to be convicted of this. I mean, we know he did it. We know he had the gun on him. We seen you on camera. See, that's what I'm saying. You could not have been thinking this through because you were watching his live stream. So you know he's streaming. You followed him over. You knew he was streaming and you knew he was right there. You pinpointed his location and walked right up to him and smoked him. What I just can't think that you thought that out. So I mean, me personally, death penalty. maybe but just because he did it on the strip and so many other people's lives could have been lost that night. So yes, but was it premeditated? I think that he just didn't give a fuck. I don't know that this was premeditated. Do y'all think that he thought this out and he definitely meant to go there and unalive him and his wife? It was kind of weird that you killed the wife though, bro. That was weird. I mean, I can't understand, but I mean, you and your op run into each other, some shit pop off, but you took his wife out too. Like, that's crazy work, man. Salute, Renisha.
Look, I know I say this all the time, but truly covering these stories day in and day out, you realize things are a bit crazy out there. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about a product we, yes, we here for multiple uses. What typically
To file a notice of intent to. They're enumerated in the state of
death penalty. What are they likely seeing in the
Thanks for having me.
everywhere you go?
Okay, here we go.
And here to break down this story with me is criminal defense attorney Josh Tomshek. Josh, thank you so much for coming on today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So let's just jump right in. I mean, what typically elevates a double murder case to one where prosecutors seek the death penalty? What are they likely seeing in this video that pushes it there?
Yeah, I think you kind of touched on that in the question itself, the fact that it's a double murder case. In the state of Nevada, we have what we call aggravating circumstances, or more commonly, we refer to them in the practice as aggravators. They're enumerated things by statute that make a case eligible for the death penalty. Probably the one that is most likely to cause the state to file a notice of intent to seek the death penalty is a case where there's more than one homicide. So the case of a double murder is a prime example of a case that is eligible for the death penalty, where the death penalty is often filed.
Is the fact that this happened on a live stream, in front of thousands of people online, people in public, a factor in the decision to pursue capital punishment?
I don't think the fact that it was live streamed factors into the state's decision to seek capital punishment. From an evidentiary standpoint, it may make them more likely to file the notice of intent to seek the death penalty, because as a general premise, the state is more likely to file a case seeking the death penalty in a situation where they believe they are more likely to get a first-degree murder conviction. So cases with better evidence tend to be the types of cases where they would file a notice of intent to seek death.
Well, they got a lot of damn evidence. All they got to do is subpoena that YouTube channel. That's all they. I'm telling you, when this trial comes up, you gonna see that they definitely subpoenaed them that YouTube channel, and a lot of a lot of Manny Ruiz's content is going to be used against him in court. That's how they're going to say he premeditated this. This was months and months or years of evidence that. And I heard some shit that he was saying on his YouTube. He definitely spoke on unaliving this man a few times. Yes, I did. Didn't you hear the cousin? He was like, it's good that Manny got him because they was going to do it. So they've been talking about killing that man. I don't know about the wife, but they for sure did. Yeah, you're right, Natasha. He definitely was like, hey, I'm glad. Shit, fuck it. Somebody had to do it. It had to be done. This dude was a problem. This is how they felt about Finny the Legend. They felt like this dude was such a problem, and he was such like he was doing too much. And these people were real gangsters. I mean, allegedly. I don't know the Vegas politics. So don't, if you're in Vegas, don't be like, man, them niggas cap. I don't know. I ain't from Vegas. I ain't from the area. But from what I was told about these dudes, hey, Manny got some people behind him that kind of step a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm just saying this was told to me. These some street dudes, allegedly. So I just think he fucked with the wrong street niggas and they was really on his ass. Like but you can't just go around fucking with people because Finny ain't innocent. His wife wasn't innocent either. I seen a lot of people taking up for the wife. Now she didn't deserve to lose her life, neither did Finny. Nobody deserves to lose their life. So don't get me wrong. But they was antagonizing these people. Matter of fact, a couple minutes before they got took out, a couple of minutes, they were going up the escalator and him and his wife were making fun of the weights of some of the Sin City people. Like, oh, what if they got up here? What if we fall? Something they was trolling Sin City right before that. Then matter of fact, or is it right? No. Right before they go to the escalator, they get a sign from God. Right before they get took out, man, they get a sign from God, and it just gets real weird on that live stream. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I showed y'all her live stream. and it got real weird. They get a sign from God, and it's like the scripture is playing out loud, and the wife is just standing there like in awe, like as if she knew. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like she was drawn to the scripture, and Finney was just sitting there, and then he ended up like, all right, let's go. And I was just saying they should have stayed. They should have stayed and got the word in, because that was definitely a sign from God that something was coming. And it got really weird on that live stream. I do remember that. So RIP to them both. They didn't deserve to die, but hey, they definitely were not completely innocent in this. I can say that.
And you said an important word there, intent. I know that is a huge word that prosecutors use when they are trying these types of cases. I mean, does intent shift when a killing happens mid live stream? Does it suggest performance or premeditation in the eyes of a jury?
I don't know. I think there's probably different ways to spin that. As a defense attorney, I could say, look, if this was premeditated, he wouldn't have done it on a live stream. That indicates that it wasn't planned out. But from a prosecutor's perspective, the fact that someone was live streaming an act doesn't take away their ability to argue that it's premeditated. In Nevada, we have the definition of premeditation, willfulness, and deliberation are all required for a first-degree premeditated murder, is what we call it. And our law says that that can happen as quickly as instantaneous thoughts of the mind. So the decision to go from shooting one person versus transitioning to shooting a second person is in and of itself something the state can argue as a factor in premeditation.
Now, this all began because of an alleged online rivalry. We know rivalries can be chaotic, but at what point do digital threats cross over into legal grounds for that premeditation that we were just talking about, or malice?
I think it certainly gives the state motive, something to argue that there's a motive for the crime to happen. The state doesn't have to prove motive, but they almost always present a full picture of the allegation, which normally involves a motive. People don't kill people unless they have a reason to do it. So things like a rivalry, talking trash back and forth, whether it's digital or in person, certainly gives rise to that reason that someone commits a violent act.
In cases like this, how much does the prosecutor need to show that the killing was fueled by more than a heat of the moment reaction, especially when self-defense is claimed? Because I know you just mentioned they don't have to prove the motive, but since Mr. Ruiz is allegedly claiming it was self-defense, how does that work?
And I don't know enough about the facts of this case to know whether he's got a viable self-defense claim or not. Self-defense is an interesting thing, because if he raises that, the state then has to prove that he did not act in self-defense. But our self-defense...
I mean, they got a lot of evidence that states he did not act in self-defense. But like I told y'all, he's going to use that to his advantage, as far as he's just going to say, look, I really thought he had a gun on him, and he reached for his waist. And if they have any angle, if anybody else was recording at the time, and they can prove that Finny the legend actually did reach for his waist, then maybe. I mean, I don't know that no one has that, because I think we would have heard about it by now. But hold on 1 second. I don't know who the hell is in my door. Anyway, all right. Man. All right, anyway. So hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Move. Go lay down. Go lay down. Man. And they left, whoever the fuck it was. All right. Anyway, we back. My bad, gang. Go lay down. It's okay. All right, my bad. So, now we good, gang. We good. All right, so let's get back to, they said I ished myself. So I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna be able to use self-defense. So you're saying they both reached for a weapon. From what I was told, when Finny the legend was approached by Manny, he said, "What's up, cuz?" And if you go back and watch the video, he's definitely gonna say, "What's up, cuz?" and back up. And I told y'all this. He reached he reached down his waist, like as if he had a strap on him, and he pump faked. I don't know. This is what I was told. I don't know if this is true. I have seen no video to back up anything that I'm saying. I'm just telling y'all what was told to me. They said that when he approached when Manny approached Finny, Finny wife jumped in the mix. And then if you look at the camera, this backs up what I'm saying. I don't know that it's true, but they said Finny backed up and said, "What's up, cuz?" and reached down like he was finna pull a strap out. And Manny looked at his waist, and it looked like he looked at something, and he'd start busting. That's what I was told. That's what I was told.
That standard in Nevada is kind of an ordinary, everyday person one, what they would do in that circumstance. And if someone is acting under the belief that they are about to be severely injured or killed, and they take violent action in response to that, that's lawful. That's not a first-degree murder. That's a justifiable homicide. They would have to show, however, that there was in his mind at that time a real belief, even if it's a mistaken one, that he's about to be substantially injured or harmed. If the jury doesn't believe that an ordinary everyday person in those same circumstances would have or should have acted that way, then it's not a self-defense case. And it becomes much easier for the state to argue that it's a first-degree murder. Heat of passion is a different thing. A heat of passion killing in Nevada is what we call a voluntary manslaughter. A voluntary manslaughter crime is one where the killing's intentional, but there's a reason for it. You walk in on your spouse engaged in a sexual relationship with someone else. You find your neighbor harming one of your children. You intend to kill them in that circumstance, but there's some type of a provocation that gives rise to it.
And nothing is said here that's going to justify. I don't think so. Even if they said, nah, the wife of Finny. I don't think that they're going to be able to spin it in any way that's going to help him get off of this. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see him getting off of this.
That this entire shooting and the build up to it was captured on camera. I'm just wondering. Again, an attorney can argue anything, but I bet that makes things a lot more complicated because regardless of what an argument may be, they have video proof right there. I mean, and just thinking of this in just a broader aspect, in 2025, are prosecutors treating live streams the way that they used to treat eyewitness testimony?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more difficult to argue things happened a factual way when they're depicted on video. So like in the old days, when an eyewitness says one thing, maybe you can cross-examine them with something that another eyewitness said. It doesn't really matter what the eyewitnesses say if it's depicted on video. The jury can see it for themselves. So it makes things a lot easier from an evidentiary standpoint, proving the crime happened. The question in this case isn't going to be who did it. It's going to be why it happened. And one of the interesting things about an online rivalry that built.
See, but they're going to be like, what were you even doing going over there? You went there to confront him for what? What was your intention when you walked up there? Like, what did you text somebody before? Who did you call? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot that goes into this. And I'm pretty sure they got enough evidence that's going to, basically say this dude just killed him just to do it. Whether he did it or not, and whether it was acting in self-defense, I just don't see an angle that's going to get him off on self-defense. I don't see it.
Builds over time is by definition, it probably can't be a heat of passion thing because it's building for so long. Heat of passion killings are something that happens real quick without time to deliberate and think on the course of action. But if the state's able to present evidence that there's trash talk going back and forth and there's a reason for that to build up, that takes away from the defense's ability to argue that it's a heat of passion killing.
Is there a danger that this becomes more trial by viral moment than trial by fact? I mean, how do you keep a jury from being swayed by emotion over evidence?
There we go. Somebody loves me out there. Salute to Cinnamon Berry for the 10-piece. Just a little something to add to the pot. I appreciate you. We got $20 in the pot. We still 80 away, but it's all love, man. Just double tap the screen, get the likes up. But I do appreciate you, Cinnamon Berry, for that $10. Salute.
I don't really think that's a factor, especially with Las Vegas juries. You got to understand that almost everything that happens in Las Vegas is on videotape. I tell my clients that all the time. Like, Don't tell a story that isn't true, because you know it's going to be on video, especially things that happen on the strip and casino properties and high trafficked areas. There's going to be on video. And in this case, apparently there was someone there filming. That's just evidence. It's no different than any other evidence. The jury gets to see it. They get to consider it. The attorneys get to argue about what it is. And to the extent that the defendant may testify, he can talk about what was going on.
They said a lot of people want Manny's wife held accountable also. Do y'all feel like Julie should be locked up with Manny? Because she definitely she played a part in this, and she was right there. We got proof that she was right there, and I believe she knew this was gonna happen. I think that she was the one in the car with him going up there to confront them. I think she was just a little bit behind. Salute to Jess B for the 20 piece. Thank you, Jess B. I appreciate you. Where you been, Jess B? Salute, salute, salute. All right, no, we ain't looking so thin out here. Y'all don't got me looking thin out here now. We got 40 on the screen. We 60 away from a honey bun, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's go. Let's go.
His mind. Other individuals can talk about their state of minds at the time, but evidence is evidence.
Let's talk more about Mr. Ruiz's version of events. I mean, according to authorities, Ruiz claims he thought the Finleys were armed, but no weapon was found. In Nevada, how far does a self-defense claim stretch when the perceived threat is based on assumption?
So it has to be something real and tangible that you can point to. But the real question is, what's going on in his mind at that time? Does he have a real belief that he's about to be substantially harmed or killed? And it has to be from the perspective of what an ordinary person in that situation would do. So if he comes up with some story that is completely implausible and defies logic to what a normal person in that circumstance would see, think, or feel, he's probably not going to have a good self-defense claim. One of the interesting things about Nevada law is if he's acting under a good faith belief that he's really about to be injured or harmed, even if he's wrong, it can still be a self-defense claim.
That's a little tricky. They said, Nevada state law, even if he had good faith to just think he was in harm's way, no matter even if he was in the wrong, he still can get off on self-defense, even if he just thought. So let's just hypothetically speak, y'all. Let's say somebody was filming and they got a different angle of the when this event occurred, and Manny really did see him reach down in his waistband like as if he had a strap on him. Let's just say it, because everything's filmed on the strip, so it's not far-fetched to say that they got a video of this. Because I did tell y'all, allegedly, they might got a video of this shit. So if there's a video that comes out and it shows that Manny saw Finny reach into his waistband, he might beat this case. He might come home if they can prove that Finny the legend reached down in his waist as if he was finna shoot him. They said Julie won't get time. No, she ain't going to jail. She would already got it. I'm telling y'all, if they're able to prove that, let's just say a video comes out and Finny pump fakes as if he's finna unalive him, and he really thought, and he can argue, look, if I seen him reaching his way. I'm just saying, y'all, if it happened, if they had a video, Nevada state law is different from other laws. This ain't the same. So they listen to this again. If he had good faith to just think he was in harm's way, self-defense.
Nevada law, it defies logic to what a normal person in that circumstance would see, think, or feel. He's probably not going to have a good self-defense claim. One of the interesting things about Nevada law is if he's acting under a good faith belief that he's really about to be injured or harmed, even if he's wrong, it can still be a self-defense claim.
That's what they said. Salute Q for the 20 piece. I appreciate you, Q. Salute, salute, salute. Said Ratchet Gang. Salute. I appreciate you, man. We need $40. We $40 away from a honey bun. Let's go, gang. All right, let's keep it going, man.
An example. If someone breaks into...
Salute Lil Mommy for the 5 piece. I appreciate you. If he gets out, keyboard gangsters might stop. Ooh,
my home.
Ooh, they said if he gets out, this might change everything on the internet. These niggas gonna stop being so, you know what I'm saying, so bold with their mouth. Let's go.
And they pull out an object, and I believe that it's a gun, and I shoot.
Let's listen to that again.
If someone breaks into my home, and they pull out an object, and I believe that it's a gun, and I shoot them, and it turns out it was a cell phone, I'm acting under those circumstances, that limited version of events, in a way that's reasonable. most people would be able to say or articulate that factual scenario and say, look, I need to behave this way. I need to use force or violence. Otherwise, I'm going to be dead. And even if I'm wrong about the presence of a gun, still qualifies as self-defense. He can make that claim. The jury's ultimately going to have to decide what he was really thinking and if it's reasonable.
Could the fact that Ruiz approached them rather than retreating completely undercut his defense?
Yeah, so in Nevada, for a self-defense claim to fly, you can't be the initial aggressor. So if he approaches the situation and starts the confrontation, it's not a viable self-defense claim. If he approaches them and talks, like remove Mr. Ruiz from this circumstance, and I can envision a different one where I come up to you, for instance, and I'm just trying to have a conversation with you, and all of a sudden you threaten me, and I believe that you're going to shoot and kill me, I could probably make a self-defense claim in that factual scenario. But if
Yeah, but I think that we can all look at that and tell that he was the aggressor. At least he appeared to be. By what we seen, I don't know what they got, but just by what we were looking at, he definitely looked like he was the aggressor.
he confronted them in anger or threatened them, he can't really say he's acting in perfect self-defense or a justifiable homicide in this circumstance because he's the initial aggressor.
Of course, anything can happen, and I'm sure you have seen or tried a lot of cases where it seems to be leaning one way and ends up to go in another one. But what we were just discussing right here, just about self-defense, him, allegedly approaching the suspect, approaching the victims not having a weapon, according to police. This seems pretty open and shut. What do you think?
Well, we don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about the facts of the case. I haven't seen the videos in detail. I've just seen what's been portrayed in general news reports. I haven't read any statements. I don't know if there's threats involving a weapon previously and I don't know if this applies to this case or not, but let's envision a scenario where there's a digital social media argument going on back and forth, a rivalry over a period of time. And during the course of that, one party sends a picture of a firearm or says, next time I see you, I'm going to shoot you, or something like that. And then the next time they see them, that person who ends up responding to it with deadly force may have a claim. Look, he threatened me before. He had a weapon. I've seen him with it in person before. I knew there was the potential that he could pull out a weapon and shoot me.
Okay, so let's hypothetically speak now. We got to go on both parts. We know he's wrong, but let's just say he got a text message from Finny, and Finny was holding the strap, and like, when I see you, it's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it happened. I don't know. And then the next time he seen him, he reached down for what he thought was in that picture that he sent him, and he thought that, hey, I really assumed that he had a gun on him. I seen him with it before. He look at my phone. He definitely texted me and showed me a picture of a gun and said he was gonna do it to me when he seen it. So then he might got a case. I don't know. I don't know what they got. I don't know the evidence. So I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Those things all could lead to a self-defense claim, but I don't know enough factually about this case to know if that applies or not.
But let's say hypothetically that is the case, right? Then couldn't you still argue, well, then if you saw them in the middle of the street, why didn't you turn the other?
See, but that video right there is kind of going to throw that whole claim out the window, because that seems premeditated as fuck. That right there, that one video that he did, like, hey, where we going tonight? You look like you was looking for him. You was like hunting them down. So I don't think that you're gonna get off on self-defense. I'm only hypothetically speaking, but I definitely think you're going to prison for the rest of your life, and I think you're going to get the death penalty. Let me start right there.
Say hypothetically that is the case, right? Then couldn't you still argue, well, then if you saw them in the middle of the street, why didn't you turn the other way? Why didn't you call for help? Why did you allegedly approach them with a weapon?
Sure. In Nevada, people don't have a duty to retreat. You wouldn't have to run away. But look, the facts of this case are going to bear out ultimately what the arguments are from both sides. I'm sure that the lawyers on each side will have differing perspectives of things. I know the attorneys involved in this case. They're very experienced. They're very talented. They're
Certainly the defense attorneys are going to do the best by their client, and certainly the prosecution is going to present the best case that they can. Obviously, the prosecution feels strong about their case because they filed the notice of intent to seek the death penalty. What the jury ultimately believes is going to be dictated by what the evidence is at trial.
Well, let's talk more about the jury. How hard will it be to find an unbiased jury when the footage has already gone viral and both men have large following?
Yeah, so one of the things that the jury selection process in Nevada in a capital case does is talk about media attention. Have you seen this case in the media? Certainly people that are followers of either of these individuals on social media aren't going to be allowed to be on the jury. There's enough people in our jury pool where they'll be able to find individuals that don't follow them on YouTube or Instagram or whatever the case may be. People that have seen extensive news reports related to this and seen the video, the attorneys in the court will have an opportunity to flush that out to determine if they can still be fair. Our vetting process in a case where the state is seeking capital punishment is much higher than one in which they don't. So we have to what we call death qualify a jury. So everybody that's on that jury will fill out a questionnaire. They'll be asked questions about the coverage of the case. They'll be asked questions about their feelings about the case. They'll be asked questions about their feelings about the death penalty. And both sides will have ample opportunity to ask them questions. It would take a lot to sneak past that process and wind up on a jury if you had a predisposition towards one side or the other.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. Just because I was wondering, just given.
Yeah, I don't know. This dude, he's doing a good job being the devil's advocate and like explaining it. But I know he wants to. I know he's seen it before, and I think he's saying what everybody. I think he's thinking what everybody else is saying. This case is open and shut. Does anybody in here really feel like he can get off on self-defense? Drop the gems if you really believe he has a self-defense case. Drop the caps if you think there's no fucking way. Drop the gems in the chat if you think this man can really get off on self-defense. Drop the caps if you like, hell no.
His following, if that sort of made him like a public figure in a way, or even a perceived instigator.
Yeah, maybe, but those people are likely going to be precluded from getting anywhere near the jury. The court's going to want people that can be fair, impartial, and balanced. They're going to have to answer questions both in writing and in person in an open courtroom, all under oath. So,
hey man, y'all better participate in this motherfucker. If you think he gonna get off, drop the gems. If you think he has no case, drop the caps. Let's go, gang. Where we at?
The fact that someone's a public figure, that's nothing new in Nevada. We've had many cases in Las Vegas where people are known in the community and face criminal charges. So the court is very well equipped to deal with that, and the attorneys know exactly how to ask those questions and flesh that out.
Do you expect this case to go to trial, or could the death penalty threat be used as leverage for a plea deal?
Yeah, I can't really say. I mean, from a statistical perspective, a very small percent of felony cases filed in Clark County wind up in a jury trial. It's a very low number. Of those that go to trial, they tend to be ones where the stakes are substantially higher. Now, if Mr. Ruiz came to the state and said, look, I'm willing to plead guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder if you take the death penalty off the table, I can't tell you that the state would agree to that, but I can tell you that's something they would strongly consider. There's not really a reason to go to trial at that point.
So do y'all think that he should do that? Do you think it might be in his best interest to just say, you know what, I want to plead out. I plead to, guilty to the 2 unalivings. Just please take the death penalty off. Or should he just go full force and try to beat this case? What should he do? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You might just want to take the deal, Manny. I'm pretty well, not a deal. I think you should offer them the deal. You should just go ahead and plead out, bro. Hey, if you feel confident, take it to trial. I can't tell you what to do. But this is a case where I'm gonna be real. Just looking at what I see, just with my blind eye. Let's just say I was on the jury. I would already say guilty. I really don't see an angle that you can make me believe the YouTube motherfuckers had a war over 2 years. It didn't got physical before. Like, I'm gonna kind of think you want us to do this shit.
Willing to accept responsibility and take, for instance, a life sentence. But I don't know if that's in the cards. I don't know the state's position. I'm not involved in the case personally. I don't know anything about Mr. Ruiz.
So y'all saying he should take it to trial or should he plea out? Take it to trial or plea out?
His desire to plead or to accept responsibility, and I don't know anything about the state's desire to see it through to trial. Ultimately, that's the state's decision whether to resolve the case. They would have to make an offer. He can't be sentenced to death by way of plea, so theoretically, he could walk into court and plead guilty, and the state could still take him to a penalty phase and seek the death penalty in front of a jury. But I think that would be unlikely should he want to plead.
And tell me more just about that with the death penalty. Would it have to be unanimous in regard to that, or is it just the majority? How does that work?
Yeah, so as our United States Supreme Court has often said in published decisions, death is different. So the evaluation of a death penalty case is different, both in terms of what allows it to be eligible for death penalty and then the procedure that goes into it. So in Nevada, when someone is accused of a capital offense, one that's eligible for the death penalty, and the state is seeking the death penalty, if it goes to trial, that trial happens in two pieces. We call them the trial phase, is the initial phase of the trial. We used to refer to it as the guilt phase. That's where they determine if that person is guilty of first-degree murder. If at the trial phase, the jury comes back with at least one unanimous verdict for first-degree murder, they would then proceed into a penalty phase. If the jury came back with 2 counts of second-degree murder, which would be their right to do at a trial phase, it would never go to a penalty phase because he would no longer be eligible for the death penalty. But if a jury finds him guilty of first-degree murder, it goes into the penalty phase. And in the penalty phase, the state presents their aggravating evidence, the evidence that makes him eligible for the death penalty. The jury has to agree on that aggravating evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, the same as they would in a trial to convict someone. And that does have to be unanimous. However, once that evidence is presented, the defense has an opportunity to present what we call mitigation evidence or mitigators. And that can be anything. They do not have to be unanimous in their finding of mitigating evidence. And no jury ever has to give the death penalty, even if they believe the state has proven the case beyond a reasonable doubt, even if they believe that the state's proven the aggravating circumstances at a penalty phase, and even if only one person believes there's a mitigating factor, they can still not impose the death penalty. That's their right.
Well, this is a case that we will be following closely. Josh, thank you so much for coming on today.
Man. So Manny Ruiz is about to get the death penalty. It's gonna be up for him in just a little bit, man. That dude gonna be up out of here. Let's continue to cover this damn story.
This YouTuber is facing the death penalty after allegedly shooting 2 fellow content creators during a live stream. Manuel Ruiz, better known as Sin City Manny, has appeared in court charged with the murders of Rodney and Tanisha Finley. Rodney and Tanisha were a married couple known for posting content together on social media, but according to police, they had an ongoing feud with Ruiz that started online and escalated into something far more dangerous offline. On June 30th, the couple were live streaming near the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas when Ruiz reportedly showed up unexpectedly. Within moments, the stream was cut short. Rodney and Tanisha had both been shot in front of onlookers in one of the busiest tourist areas in the city. Emergency crews rushed to the scene, but despite efforts to save them, neither survived. Ruiz fled, but was arrested shortly after. Investigators believe the shooting was targeted and possibly premeditated. Prosecutors say they may pursue the death penalty, pointing to the fact that 2 people were killed and that it happened in a public space with witnesses nearby. Ruiz, however, claims he acted in self-defense. Do you think prosecutors should pursue the death penalty? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, I think we definitely think they should at least attempt for it. That man just took 2 people's lives, man. Let's continue. That nigga look crazy as hell. I'm innocent.
Hello, everybody. Listen, wow. As a grand jury evidence surfaces in the case of a YouTuber accused of killing another content creator and his wife on the Las Vegas Strip, Manuel Ruiz proclaims he is innocent in court. Now let's stop right here. Manuel Ruiz did not go to court. Sin City Manny, aka Manny Wise, aka as they like to call him on Tuesday nights, P. Manny, showed up in court. And he looked dead into that camera and said, I am innocent. I have been saying this, guys, and some of you don't like when I say it, but in his mind, this man feels like he was justified and he is innocent. He doesn't think he did anything wrong because he feels like Finny and everyone that participated in the Tuesday night shows bullied, stalked, and harassed him. He feels like he's justified and he could not stay. This man's now I know without a doubt he hated Finny the legend. Do you hear me? And he still hates this man even in his death. He hates that man and what he did to him. When I saw those videos of him riding around looking for my baby, and then he says, I hope you don't let me catch you at a red light, Finny. And then he says, I hope your mama has a black dress. Do you want to be buried or do you want to be cremated? And he said, you know, you can't keep saying things like this. One day you're going to get caught. And you know, guys, 2 weeks before that, he walked up to Finny and poked him in his back. And I think Finny filed some charges or something. And I'm sure that pissed him off even more. But he did a video saying, I just wanted to show him that I could get to him.
Watch him talking. He's like, I just want to show him, man, I could get to him. I should have been the first one to know. I should have been the first one. What are you doing in my city? I should have been the first to know. You're my biggest fan. Oh my gosh, man. You're here. What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Huh? We're gonna do fuel bar tonight? We're going to do fuel bar tonight? You want to do fuel bar? Huh? You want to go to do the fuel bar? You want to go to do the fuel bar? Huh? Let's go to the fuel bar, huh? There you over there clout chasing. Now look at your goofy ass.
Could have done a whole lot more. Could have been bloodshed. He was letting people know. I don't know why these people did not take this man serious. Someone should have stepped to Finny and Manny and stop it. I mean, someone should have begged Finny to stop the Tuesday night shows. Someone should have begged Manny not to do what he was considering doing and ultimately did. But there was a lot of money involved. There was Anna Long, big time payout woman, $200 a pop. Was this every Tuesday? I don't know. But that's a lot of money. She had been in all camps. You know, money is the root of all evil. It was the money that did this. It was nothing but the money. All roads lead back to the money. Okay, beware of D-ware, clearly stated and told WAC 100. I told Finny, if you want to get to him, let's stop his money. You want to hurt a man, you stop his money. And they stopped his coins. Everything he tried to do, from the research I've done, they would go at it. If you go to Instagram, TikTok, here they come. The Tuesday Night Crew, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. If you're going to report something, you've got to look at it on both sides. And this is what his attorney and the DA are both going to do as well. Okay, so I am just a YouTube investigator looking at all sides of the evidence. And that's what you guys should do. Just look at it. Now, he was wrong, people. Of course he was wrong. But I'm telling you, when he looked at that camera and said, I'm innocent, he literally meant it. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, thumbs it up, and share it out. I don't know what's going to happen, but one thing I do know, I don't think he's going to be pleading guilty anytime soon.
Right now at 3 o'clock, the suspect in a shooting on the Las Vegas Strip claims he is innocent as he leaves court after an arraignment. That shooting took place on June 8th outside the Bellagio Fountains. It was live streamed and it killed a man and a woman in an alleged feud between YouTubers. Earlier today, Fox 5 obtained grand jury evidence, which includes how a Metro officer sprinted into action just seconds after shots were fired. Our Victoria Saha shows us.
This officer ran across Las Vegas Boulevard right after hearing gunfire. Witnesses who were hiding gave the officer a description of what the shooter looked like. Police say the suspect, Manuel Ruiz, ran away after pulling the trigger. He left behind a gun and some of his clothes while fleeing the scene. The next morning, Ruiz turned himself in at a Henderson police station. Ruiz told police that he shot Rodney and Tanisha Finley in self-defense. On Thursday, he appeared in court as he's been indicted on 2 murder charges for their deaths. And despite the evidence, Ruiz made this claim as he was leaving the courtroom. Victoria Saha, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
Yeah, this dude cloud chasing, man. Talking about I'm innocent. Brother, you got a uphill battle. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You got an uphill battle.
Yo, quick update on the Manuel Ruiz case out of Las Vegas. And so this case just got a whole lot more intense. So Manuel Ruiz, aka Sin City Manny, has been medically cleared and officially indicted in the unaliving of Rodney and Tanisha Finley. So Rodney and Tanisha Finley, a content creator couple, who were both tragically unalived on June 8th on the Las Vegas Strip during a public feud with Manuel Ruiz. A Clark County grand jury just indicted Ruiz on 2 counts of murder with a deadly weapon. Grand jury evidence shows chaotic police response and officers running down the Las Vegas Strip trying to locate the suspect. Ruiz has claimed self-defense, but the social media followers and other videos suggest otherwise. Prosecutors have now referred his case to Nevada's Death Penalty Review Committee. That hearing is set for July 29th, but his next court appearance is set for August 8th, which will be the date that we find out if Manuel Ruiz will be facing the death penalty or not. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure that y'all like, share, repost, but also make sure that you follow.
So he definitely got the death penalty on the table right now. They are seeking the death penalty in this case. They are.
That was Sin City Manny today in federal court after being indicted for double homicide for the killing of 2 YouTubers here outside Bellagio Fountains, Las Vegas, a couple of weeks ago. As you have noticed, he is shackled in chain around his waist and also his legs. He is saying he is innocent, but the prosecutors are considering a death penalty. That's why today, despite appearing in court, he never entered any guilty or not guilty plea, and they're waiting for the prosecutor's decision whether they're actually going to go for death penalty or not. Initially, he said he is going to hire his own private lawyers, but later on, I'm sure he found out that Vegas lawyers don't even want to look at the case like that if they are not getting paid at least $1 million upfront. The evidences against this guy are so overwhelming. He unalived the YouTuber and his wife in their own live stream where they were broadcasting to hundreds of people.
So they're saying high-profile lawyers won't take this case. Allegedly, they're saying high-profile lawyers said, we're not taking this damn case. We ain't taking this case.
41-year-old Manny Ruiz tells our camera he's innocent Thursday.
How do y'all feel about that? No lawyer said, they said no lawyer in Vegas is taking this damn case. They running away from this damn case. Like, man, have you seen the evidence against you? Man, you better pay me shit about 500 bands before I take this damn case. Hell no.
Ruiz appearing in district court after a Clark County grand jury voted to indict him on murder charges. That grand jury shown this police body cam video, which prosecutors say recorded the sound of gunshots fired from Ruiz's gun. Prosecutors also showing the panel more of that live stream, which shows 44-year-old Rodney Finley adjusting the camera moments before police say Ruiz shot and killed him and his wife, 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. In the aftermath, police say Ruiz left a trail of items behind. Photos showing the hat police say Ruiz was wearing, officers finding it in a trash can at the Paris Hotel. This jersey located in a hallway, and this gun still in its holster, crammed next to a fence.
Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay?
A day after the shootings, Ruiz turned himself into police, claiming self-defense. These photos taken shortly after that arrest. We are awaiting a decision from the committee that will determine if Ruiz should face the death penalty. Should a jury convict him, we should learn that the first week of August. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
And detectives say this feud between the two YouTubers started 2 years ago. Police say neither Rodney nor Tanisha Finley were armed.
No guns involved. Your claims are getting thinner and thinner, my boy.
Are inside already. Oh, they beat us.
How did they beat us? Whoa.
Ay, fucking Hola, Santiago.
Arturo in the house. So Arturo, how many shots of tequila are you doing tonight?
Fucking
None. I got to work. I'll have to get to work eventually.
Bob Ding was back in Vegas. Yeah, I told him, I said, all right. Sally, hola. Get ready? Yeah. They're already in there. They're waiting for us. Yeah, Arturo, Melissa's here, Sniper, Myers, and Charles waiting for us to the casino already. I think I checked this in the two. We're just gonna do a little casino hopping. Sort of safe.
I know, I thought you said ready? I told her I already have the key.
Yeah. There's the entrance right here.
It's a big one. Yeah, you know, that's a big one. It's definitely a big one, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's keep it going.
A story you saw first from the 8 News Now. Investigators at Clark County grand jury indicting the man accused of killing a rival YouTuber and his wife on the Las Vegas Strip.
So this now means that the case will move directly to district court. 41-year-old Manny Ruiz remains in jail without bail for that shooting last month that left 44-year-old Rodney Finley and his wife dead. This all captured, of course, on live stream right in front of the Bellagio. Ruiz claims it was self-defense. He will be back in court for his arraignment next.
All right, guys. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you guys for stopping by. Please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up, and leave a comment. All right. You all heard it. Yes. The news is now reporting out of Las Vegas. YouTuber indicted for murder on the Las Vegas Strip. The shooting that killed 2 content creators during a live stream. Rest in peace to the Finneys. Okay, the Finneys. Manuel Sin City Manny Ruiz faces 2 felony counts of murder charges in the deaths of Rodney and Tanisha Finley. We know her as Bubbly, okay? And Finny the Great, who were live streaming when they were shot in front of the Bellagio fountain. It says here a Clark County grand jury has indicted the YouTuber accused of shooting and killing the 2 content creators during a live stream on the Vegas Strip last month. Manny Ruiz, okay, we know him as Sin City Manny, okay, yes we do. I've been watching.
Come on, y'all, get these likes up, man. We almost at 400. Double tap that screen and get these likes up, man. Double tap your screen and get these likes up.
Videos about him and the things I have learned. Yes, he was crazy and people should have taken heed. He's known online as Sin City Manny, has been charged with the 2 felony counts of murder with the use of a deadly weapon in the shooting of Rodney and Tanisha Finley on June 8th, according to court records that were unsealed on Friday. It says, according to the Las Vegas Metro Police, the shooting stems from an online feud, aka a beef, between Ruiz and the Finleys that had been going on for more than a year. It was more like 2.5 years. The Finleys were live streaming in front of the Bellagio fountains when police say Ruiz pulled out a gun and fired at the couple. They died at the scene. Ruiz turned himself in to the Henderson police like the next day. Yes, they were both live streaming. Manny was live, his wife was doing the filming, and then the Finneys were live. It happened on live. The people were in the chats. They were watching both lives. They were telling the content creators where each other were, where they were coming, where you should go.
If that's the case, if that is the case, then his wife should be in jail too. If she was filming on his live and they were saying where they was at, well, you should, if you saying that's capital and that was premeditated, then you helped. You aided and abetted. I think you, my opinion is the wife, if that's true, the wife should definitely, definitely be in jail with him. That's my opinion.
The content, these subscribers that were in those chats, I've said it once, I say it again, they did a little too much. Now, guys, some of the beefing it stems. It starts with money, because D-Ware, we call it Beware of D-Ware, who was friends with both sides. He told Finny, "Let's take his money. You want to hurt a man? Let's take his money." These people that were supporting Finny, they all started supporting Manny in the beginning, because Manny started all of the streaming for this little group, like around COVID. During my investigation, that's what I've learned. Okay, this super chat for $10 says, only took 6 months for you to make Manny switch careers. Celebrate your victory. That's the kind of things that the other team was seeing. They were feuding, not just with Manny. They were going at other content creators. Other content creators were going with them. On different sides. It was just a big mess. And then Anna Long, who was one of the biggest supporters, sending $200 probably every week or so. She was also supporting Manny at one time, And then JC Chill, he sent $100. He was making a lot of money. They were making a lot of money doing this beefing. You can make money beefing because people love the drama, but is it worth it in the end? And when someone proves to you that they are truly crazy enough to harm you, that's when you have to really step back and think, should I let this go? And then this final one right here I'm going to show, it says here from Gabriel Bryce, shout out to Finny for taking Manny out of the game. 20.
See, but that's the thing I've been telling y'all. It be these subscribers. Salute to only 2Ks for the 5-piece. I appreciate you. Salute. We at $70. We are $30 away from a honey bun. But y'all see now, it be these subscribers, man. They be getting people in a lot of shit. They be going from chat to chat. Hey, so and so said this about you. So and so said that about you. Hey, you gonna let so and so do that to you? They start sending you the lives that they talking about you in. You see, me personally, when you start doing shit like that with me, I don't give a fuck how much money you throw up in my chat. I didn't cut off people who didn't send hundreds and hundreds. Man, look, if you start being messy behind the scenes and you start sending me shit, people saying, look, man, get your weird ass the fuck from around me. I don't like that shit. I don't want to know nothing about nothing. You shouldn't even been over there listening to that shit if you really rock out with me anyway. You be over here every night, but you be over there in other places where they be saying the most wild shit about me. So man, look, if that's what we doing, you might want to go take your support over there. I'm cool on that. That's me. Y'all might be in love with the money. Look, I don't love money that much, nigga. Hey, look, money is the root to all evil, and a lot of people they throw money at you to try to hold shit over you because they feel like you obligated to be cool with them because they sent money. Nah, look, bro, you got the wrong nigga and the right one at the same time. Let me show you something. Get your goofy ass on. Look, that's me though. But certain people like that drama because the people that like drama pay. I ain't gonna lie, they'll pay for the drama. But I don't need your money. I'm cool. I won't sacrifice myself, or I'm not for sale, bro. I won't sell my soul. I'm not going out like that. That's just me. You can go out for the money. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be cooling. Let's keep it going. Oh shit, hold on. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go.
$. So the people in the chat, were celebrating that Manny was no longer doing as well as he was on the strip. No, that does not condone what he did. Murder is the ultimate sin, and he will pay. But I'm telling you, this goes for anybody that gets into a beef. You shouldn't take it this far. Don't go into people's real lives. I mean, they were calling each other jobs. They were calling Section 8, trying to make people lose their homes. They were trying to make people lose their jobs. It went too far. It went too far. And then there were third parties that were helping them do this. Someone gave Manny, Tanisha's information to let him know where she worked. So there were people that were instigating. There were people that were instigating because they loved the beef, and it was wrong. Now 2 people have lost their lives: a husband and wife, a mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, gone over some stupidity. Okay, and now Manny's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. He has a wife and kids. I'm sure he didn't like the fact that they were talking about his wife calling her fat and this, that, and the other. But you know what? Sometimes you have to let things roll off. But not everyone is capable of doing that. Some people really will harm you. So if you're listening to me and you're in any type of beef, you need to think twice about it. Because from now on, what I think about is the Vegas Strip. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Yeah, man, that's some crazy work, man. Them subscribers really got them to crash, bro.
Woke up this morning. Shout out Sin City family. They got our last 2 videos taken down. It don't matter. We're going to keep doing it. But I do need y'all help this time. Just one time for your boy. I never ask y'all for nothing. I never do. I never ask y'all to.
Salute to Angie for the 5-piece. Thank you, Angie.
Subscribe.
We're 25 away, y'all. We're 25 away.
Nothing. But this time I'm gonna ask y'all. Can y'all subscribe to the new channel? Sin City Finny on YouTube. I'm a part of the family now. I'm the Black Stepchild. Manny accepted me in. So I need y'all to go over there, subscribe to that channel. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I need y'all to go subscribe, get that one up, because just in case this one gets taken down, we got another avenue that we can still talk to the people. So yeah, can y'all please go subscribe to that channel? Manny got the other videos taken down. I didn't do it. Sin City family did it. But one thing they did is they accepted me into the family. I'm the Black Stepchild now. So go subscribe to Finny, Sin City Finny. I'll put the description in the link. Shout out to Sin City family. We're gonna stream tonight. I got a couple videos of Manny cheating. I know that's crossing the line, crossing the broke.
See, look at what he's doing, man. He posting videos of Manny cheating on his wife. Like this was going too far, man, and people was hyping this shit up.
Still talk to the people. So yeah, can y'all please go subscribe to that channel? Manny got the other videos taken down. I didn't do it. Sin City family did it. But one thing they did is they accepted me into the family. I'm the Black Stepchild now. So go subscribe to Finny, Sin City Finny. I'll put the description in the link. Shout out to Sin City family. We're gonna stream tonight. I got a couple videos of Manny cheating. I know that's crossing the line, crossing the bro code, but hey, he started it. He crossed the line first. So yeah, we got some videos. We're gonna go live tonight. Come on, y'all. When I go check that thing, let me see. I got some subscribers over there, man. So we could keep this going. Y'all say y'all like it. So go subscribe to Sin City Finny. Get those subscribers up over there, and let's see what their next move gonna be. Make your next move your best move. Go.
Man. And it was the money and the subscribers that got to him in the end, man. After reading comments, here is a revised version of the video with some subtitles. It's a combination of different things that can be heard in the conversation between Manny and Julie. It says, can you hear it? You can forward the video to 52 seconds when dialogue picks up again. Let's check this out real quick. This is Manny and his wife. Let's check this out real quick. Let's see what's going on here, y'all. It's more hot right here because of the water. Get the likes up, y'all. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. She said, how many likes do we got? So she was definitely on his live. Get it to 100, she says. Are they doing this for 100 likes? He said, should I kill him? He just said it right there. Should I kill him? Look at this shit, y'all. He said, should I kill him? Unalive him, allegedly. He just asked that girl, should he unalive that man on live? Oh, you're not beating this shit. I got the music playing. I'm trying to pause it with the music playing so I don't get hit. Keep it a big buck, y'all. I got to keep this shit monetized. Let's go. but I can't believe this dude just really asked, can he unalive that man on live? What y'all think about that? Thank you, Brad and Darlene, she says. Yeah, Finny, you out of there. I mean, Manny, you out of there, bro. She said they are waiting for the water. It's too hot right here. Yeah, they crashed out, man. Yeah, he definitely wanted to unalive that man. This was premeditated, man. Your shit is out the window, bro. They need to get a copy of this shit, man. They probably already heard it, but you definitely asked, should I kill him? You said it, bro. You definitely did this on purpose, my boy. Yeah, this was definitely done on purpose. I'm sorry, bro. You ain't beating this shit. You did that shit on purpose. The wife told them where they were. Yeah, she said they're waiting for the water. As soon as she said they're waiting for the water, they got him. He went over there. She gonna start screaming like she didn't know what was gonna happen. Girl, get your big ass on. You going to jail too. You just gave the drop on them. They right there. And he gonna say, should I kill him? The fuck? Man. They're waiting for the water. As soon as she said that, he went and got him. And she said, they're right there. They're right here, she said. And look, ain't that Finny and them right there? Ain't that them right there? Yeah, Finny right here. Look, she noticed it right here. They're gonna come. That's the wife, and then he's right there. He's right there. They both right there. Oh, y'all going to jail, bro. She gave the drop on. Ain't that the wife right there? So withholding information leading to someone's death. Exactly. She gave the drop on on this couple. They standing right. I'm gonna be real. I never paid attention to this shit. How she literally walked. She led him into them. Julie led Manny right into Finny and his wife. She knew this was gonna happen. She knew it. She knew this was gonna happen. Oh man, yeah, y'all going to jail, man. We got to get the wife up out of here, dog. The wife got to go to jail. I'm sorry, Finny's wife got to be up out of there. Look, she walked right past the girl, and then tried to play it like she didn't know. Look, she tried to play like she didn't know. That's why she turned. Look, once she gave the drop, watch how she turns and act like she don't know what's going on. Watch this. She gonna turn right here. Watch. She finna turn this way as if she just, you know what I'm saying, oblivious to what's going on. Oh yeah, you need to be charged. Watch this. Watch her. She's gonna turn as soon as she gave the drop. She gonna be like, and then she turned. Now watch. Now she gonna pretend like she don't know what's going on. Okay, so the first shot took off right there. So let's go back. Once she gave the drop, Once she gave the drop, let's see how much time passes until he unalives him. That's gonna tell if it was premeditated. Why? Which we know it is, but let's go. Once she gives the drop, what she says, hot right here, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. It took 8 seconds. Julie should be locked up with Manny. Man. So that's it right there. She helped him. Oh man, Julie, we gotta keep this video and we gotta send this over to the proper authorities. We gotta get Julie charged, bro. She gotta go down with Manny for this. She helped him. She's on video leading him right into the damn shooting. She was looking right at this poor girl. This girl was gonna lose her life and she didn't even realize it. They standing right there. Yeah, she played her real close. They standing right here. They literally are standing right here, about to die. They don't even know it. Yeah, you lured him into that. I ain't saying he innocent. Hell, he just a dumbass for even listening to your big ass. But yeah, you definitely did that. To proper authorities, this dude need a badge. Well, I think a moderator with a wrench need to crack you against the back of your damn head. So get your goofy ass up out of here. Just be you. Yeah, well, just be about my damn chat. Get your goofy ass on, dog. Somebody lost their damn life. The damn poor girl lost her damn life with her husband. So you agree with them unaliving them. Fuck you. Get your weird ass up out of here, dog. Get your weird ass gone, dog. Dude over here celebrating the fact that somebody lost their life. Somebody you need a badge, nigga. Somebody innocent woman and her husband lost their life in front of a bunch of people, and this murder case ain't over with. It ain't just open and shut as he did that. We can tell it was premeditated, and we can tell that this woman led him right into them. She needs to have her ass right there with him. Fuck you talking about? Say she had something to do with unalive. Yeah, she's an accessory to the unaliving. I think she's a suspect. I think she should be arrested. And I think that they need to file charges on this lady. So, yes, we need to send this to the proper authorities so they get the proper justice. All of them need to have their ass in jail if they help. Yeah, get your weird ass on, man. Sit there and unalive these innocent ass people, and you over here. You must be a Sin City Manny fan. We don't care about y'all weird ass people over here, dog. Over here wearing makeup and clown masks and stuff. Get your weird ass on, dog.
Yo, we got a crazy story coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And the saying that the internet is not a real place was a saying created so you can understand that none of this stuff will hurt you. But Manuel Ruiz, he ain't going for it. He ain't believing that. But stay tuned. So I want you to meet YouTuber Manny Sin City and streamer Finny the Legend. Now, Finny the Legend is no longer here along with his wife, and this is a crazy story. So, one is a streamer, and the other one is a YouTuber, and they had been going back and forth. Now, I don't know exactly where Finny the Legend is from, but he was in Las Vegas this particular day.
I think you might got it wrong. I think this nigga was the streamer and this nigga was the YouTuber. They both was on YouTube, but I think that he did more live streaming IRL, and this nigga just sat on a panel and just talked shit all day. I'm just keeping it a buck. This dude kind of went out and did things with his career. He kind of was trying to be a figure in Vegas. He was a weirdo, but he definitely was a streamer and he was the YouTuber. He just sat on a panel and just talked shit all day. Let's keep it a buck.
And
I think he wanted to do what he was wanted. I think he wanted to be him, so he hated on him until he got in his position and he let him trick him out of his spot. That's what I believe happened. I think that you came along, wanted to be kind of like with the Sin City shit, and you kind of wanted to do what they was doing. I think you wanted the clout and you wanted to be like this man, so you start trolling him and trolling him and trolling him up until you got him up out the game. And I think you, once got him out the game, started antagonizing the man. And I think you made a career out of him and his wife. I think they were your content. I think you only had content because of people like him and his wife. And I think you walked around, I think Finny walked around trolling people all day like Manny. And I think Manny got tricked out of his spot by Finny and he felt slighted because he ended up getting his money took. He was getting the money. He was getting many subscribers. He took Manny out the game and Manny felt like, fuck that, I need get back. That's my opinion. I think both of y'all was kind of jealous of each other. I think Finny was initially jealous of Manny, but in the end, Manny was jealous of Finny.
Manuel Ruiz, which Manny Sin City on YouTube, he lives in Las Vegas. And while them two was going back and forth, they was doing this for like at least 2 to 3 years. So you could see them on YouTube. He's streaming and he's making videos, but they're reacting to one another. He's supposed to been and put some videos up of Manny cheating, and Manny also was reacting to their video. Basically, they was going on YouTube giving each other copyright strikes from using their content, right? And I think Manny had 2 strikes, and I think he had a strike as well. So they was basically messing with each other's money back and forth through the streaming and YouTube. But I want you to understand, this guy Manny was trying to basically control the streaming in Las Vegas, basically like they was controlling the games. And he lost a lot of his viewers like that. And this made Manny go into a downward spiral because Manny was a full-time YouTuber. He had no more other income. This is what he did for his income. So as Finny the legend was streaming along with his wife, this guy pretty much tracked them down, because Las Vegas have a lot of things that are landmarks, right? So when you're by these things and you're streaming by these things, people can easily find you and know where you at. And this is what happened. Manny Sin City found them, and all of this is caught on camera, directly on camera, his face and everything. After he found him, he said a couple of words. He just discharged his weapon about 6 to 7 times in Finny the Legend. And then he turned on his wife and discharged his weapon on his wife, unaliving both of them right on camera. After this, the police did a manhunt for Manny and they couldn't find Manny. But the same day, like 12 hours after this situation, he walked into the police station and he was charged with 2 counts of unalive. But let's read this right here. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police arrested Ruiz for the murders of Rodney and Tanisha Finley after he turned himself in to Henderson police. Authorities allege Ruiz was recorded on live stream shooting Finley while they were near the Bellagio fountain Sunday night. Other content creators told News 3 that Ruiz and Finley had an ongoing feud on the social media accounts. In the interview, detectives said Ruiz acted in self-defense. He didn't act in self-defense. He seeked these people out. He searched for these people, and he did this to these people. He need to be charged with first degree, whatever it is. Ain't no, nah. But I'm gonna give you more updates on this situation because it's a crazy, crazy situation, man. Y'all be careful because some people take the internet serious and some people don't. As you can see, this is a tale of 2 different people. But y'all drop it down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel.
What y'all think about that, man? Do y'all feel like Manny and his wife both should be held accountable, or do y'all feel like it should just be Manny and Manny is the only one who deserves to be in jail for this? Let me know in the chat. Do y'all feel like Manny should be in jail? I mean, excuse me. Do you think his wife should be in jail with him, or do you think that he should just go down by himself? What y'all think? Both of them, or just Manny? Both or Manny? Let me know in the chat. RIP to Bubbly and RIP to Finny the Legend, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with how you did things. I don't think you deserve to lose your life, but I just can't agree with a lot of the mistakes you made, man. I think that you caused your own death, and I think that you got your wife into some shit, into some man business, man. Your wife should have never been around men when they was arguing. I ain't talking about this in particular time. I'm talking about your wife then walked up to him and put her hands in his face before, and she even admitted it. Like, damn, I shouldn't have done it. That was fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. But she definitely been jumping in men faces, arguing with men. I don't agree with that. You should have, hey, baby, no, I got this. You stop. You could say something to his wife if you want to, but nah, don't say nothing to him. Don't get in no man business. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that y'all clout chased y'all way into a grave, and I think they clout chased he clout chased his way into a jail cell, and his wife is kind of clear of everything. I don't even think she ends up getting charged, but I think that's enough evidence right there to say she knew that was about to take place. She filmed it and she pretended like she didn't know, and she gave the drop on them on live. So I think Julie should be in jail with them. That's just my opinion, man. I don't know. I think Julie should be in jail with them. So now we get into another portion of this show where it's gonna get real dark. I got some crazy shit to show y'all. Now, has anyone ever heard of Raina Dunlap? Anybody ever heard of Raina Dunlap? I've covered this story over here before, but it's been a while since we talked about it. I just want to go down a rabbit hole with y'all tonight. It's a weird, crazy ass night we finna have. I know a lot of people are like, man, what is Ratchet talking about? But like, hey, look, if you miss it, you just missed it. I'm telling y'all, I got some dope shit for us. And we still an hour, we still 2 hours in. I still got like damn 2 hours of content. So I'm gonna be real. We got some shit over here. If y'all want to talk about it, do y'all want to talk about some other shit? We got 77 on the screen, y'all. We 23 away. Salute to I don't like nobody. Period for the 2-piece. Salute. So let me know by dropping gems in the chat. If y'all want to get into this next segment, do you want to get into the next segment of the show by dropping the gems in the chat? Let me know. Let's go.
I like when you guys come up to me and say that you follow me. It makes me feel famous.
A social media influencer with striking looks and a vibrant personality.
She's lit up any room she came into.
Karen Raina Dunlap built a large following online. She had over 80,000 followers on X, formerly Twitter, and another 17,000 on Instagram.
She liked pressing buttons and pushing folks, and she used to call herself kind of like a shock jock or queen of chaos.
Queen of Chaos. Britt Noel, thank you for the $20. I appreciate you. Salute. We at 97. We 3 away. Salute to you for that donation. I appreciate you. Salute.
The 30-year-old kept her audience engaged.
Do y'all remember her? Do y'all remember this story I covered? Let me know in the chat by dropping the gems if you remember. Drop the eyeballs if you don't. Gems if you remember. Eyeballs if you don't. Let's go.
Sometimes posting on X up to 50 times a day.
She was controversial, and she enjoyed that.
A resident of College Park, Maryland, Raina was close to her younger sister.
We used to go to the movies often. It was like one of the most favorite things she liked to do. That was one of my most fondest recent memories I've had of her.
Now her family clings to those memories. The last time they heard from Raina was just before the holidays.
I got a voice message from her on November the 9th, and it wasn't from her number. And so, but when I called back, I didn't get any answer.
At the time, they had no cause for alarm.
She would just, disappear for months, and then she would pop up again and disappear for months and pop up again.
But as the weeks passed without any contact, they became concerned.
I just thought it was odd that she hadn't reached out. Like, she didn't call anybody on Christmas. She didn't call anybody on my mom's birthday.
This was a crazy story that I did cover over here. Y'all probably missed it, but Raina Dunlap, she was a girl that, she was going out to be a part of baddies. She was trying to get on the baddies shit. She ends up getting into some weird ordeal to where she was possibly ex-trafficked or, some weird shit and she lost her life. And it was just a weird situation that she was supposed to be going to an audition for baddies, and turns up she got kidnapped or something and just ended up getting unalive. It was a weird story, but she was supposed to be a part of this like baddies crew and following the baddies around, and she was trying to be a part of Zeus Network. This is how I want to start it off. We're gonna get into Aaron Plummer tonight. We're gonna get into a lot of crazy shit that was going on over there with these Zeus people, and it's gonna all lead us into Israel. I know y'all are like, bro, what is you doing over here, Ratchet? But just trust me on this, man. I got a dope ass story for y'all. Salute to Demetrius Chapman for the $10. I appreciate you. Also, salute to Cinnamon Berry for the $5. Thank you. Salute.
Just a few days after Christmas,
Nearly 3 weeks after Raina's last tweet, her sister Kira turned to TikTok.
Hi everyone. So this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help. I think something really bad happened to my sister. Her name is Raina. I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month.
Tips poured in. TikTokers reported seeing Raina 400 miles away in Cleveland, Ohio. Then a big break would come through the same site. Someone tipped the family about an unidentified body matching Raina's description. Shockingly, it was found in an abandoned house in Cleveland.
That's where she went to go follow the baddies. She went to Cleveland to go try to be a part of the baddies, and something happened out there in Cleveland.
But why would she be in the Midwest? Kira had an idea. She was pursuing a dream of reality TV fame.
This is why she was in Cleveland.
What I tell y'all, she was trying to be a part of the baddies. She went to go be on the baddies Midwest. She went to Cleveland because they had a club appearance that night. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna follow them out there. I'm gonna go be a part of this baddie shit. I'm gonna go shoot my shot. This is it. This is my moment. She was trying to contact Zeus and be a part of Zeus. Allegedly, she did get in contact with them, and they kind of led her down there. Allegedly. But let's continue.
Baddies Midwest was filming in Cleveland when she was following where the baddies were because she wanted to try to get on the show.
Streaming channel Zeus Network, where Baddies airs, issued a statement to True Crime News saying in part, this young lady's death is not affiliated with the network. She was not cast in the series, and the network did not meet with her. Family members traveled to the house where Raina's body was found. They gave us exclusive photos and video from the scene.
On January the 16th, someone discovered her in a far back room. And
how did somebody discover her in that shit? Who the hell was in there? You should have been talking about who the hell are you and how do you know this? Hey, double tap that screen and get these likes to 500. Let's go.
She was there with just her sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and pants, no socks, no shoes. And someone alerted a neighbor, and the neighbor alerted police.
Outside, a teddy bear and flowers in the snow. Inside.
Outside the house, they had teddy bear and flowers. A teddy bear and flowers, y'all, in the snow.
Broken furniture and trash. According to the police report, a dead body was found clothed in a bed upstairs. There were needles and drugs on a nearby dresser, and they saw no signs of foul play.
The police never called me. The ME called me to tell me that my daughter's body had been found and to please make arrangements to come get her.
They said she was clothed. They said there was drugs and needles. What is going on with her? What was going on, y'all? What do y'all believe happened?
I was in shock, and my next question was, are you sure it's her? And they said they identified her by her fingerprints.
The toxicology report is still pending, but Raina's heartbroken family is adamant. They say she never used hard drugs and feel she met foul play.
There was nothing, no drug paraphernalia on her body, around her body, in the immediate area, no residue on her body, no track marks, no needle marks.
As they wait for answers, the family hopes police will solve the mystery of what happened to Raina Dunlap, a young woman whose dream of stardom was suddenly cut short.
She was a big sister that anybody would have hoped for. I really miss her a lot.
Man. Do y'all want to go deeper? No Diddy. Do y'all want to go deeper into this story?
Come drop off their bag. And they this lady up. And they kept her for 2 hours. I don't know what they did to her.
Listen to that again, y'all. Hey, is the audio clear? Drop the gems if my voice and the video, you can hear everything perfect. Let me know in the chat. Drop the gems if everything is clear. Drop the gems if everything is clear. Let me know.
Come drop off their bag. And they this lady up. And they kept her for 2 hours. I don't know what they did to her.
You don't know what they did to her? You sure?
And I don't know why nobody's talking about that. So I want y'all to go blow up Natalie's page and be. I want to know what happened to two.
Raina Dunlap was found dead in Cleveland, where the 30-year-old was allegedly auditioning for a reality series.
This is why she was in Cleveland. Baddies Midwest was filming in Cleveland. They were going to clubs that were very close to the locations where she was purchasing stuff.
Multiple reports confirm Raina's body was recently discovered inside a vacant home, and
What the fuck, y'all?
And I don't know. Ask Natalie. I just want to see if she gonna tell y'all the story she told me. She might be mad I even.
Listen to that again.
I don't know. Ask Natalie. I just want to see if she gonna tell y'all the story she told me. She might be mad I even said so, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, you see when Ratchet get on the case, man, we finna go all the way down through there tonight. You know I'm finna go in, right? Y'all know I'm about to go in.
I just got a few things to say regarding Raina Dunlap. If y'all remember, I covered the story. She was found in Cleveland about a month or two after going down for a Baddies audition. A lot of people asking this question right here. You know, what does it have to do with Zeus? What does it have to do with Lemmy? All them. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that have not been said, but there's a lot of proof of. A whole lot of proof. It ties her, Zeus, Lemmy, and several other people that are part of the Baddies Network, Zeus Network. And if people don't remember this story, you know, she was found in Cleveland in an abandoned house. She had on somebody else's clothes, not her own clothes. She didn't even have on undergarments. A lot of people out here making fun of her because of her opinion of how she feels towards black men. A lot of people are looking at that surface part of that and not looking at the entire message. That young lady was hurt. And when people are hurt, they speak from a hurt place. But some of y'all don't understand it. You're just basing her hurt and just saying, oh, she don't like black men, oh well, you know, and you're like celebrating her demise. It is really sad that you're doing. But I'm gonna leave you with this. Pretty soon, as soon as the rest of this information where I'm able to speak on it, you're going to be apologizing. Those that are out here making these videos, calling her all these names, making fun of her demise, all this stuff, people out here just celebrating her pain, celebrating her family's pain. You're celebrating her demise, which is totally wrong. But soon you're going to be apologizing. I promise you, because there's so much proof that's out here that ties her to Zeus and Baddies and Lemmy and all them. There's also a lot of proof of what happened to her in that house is not what you think. So you're going to be apologizing pretty soon. I'll let you know as soon as I'm able to release that information. So a lot of y'all that are making these videos out here just continually on just making fun of her and repeating all this stuff that you're saying, and you know who you are, you still have time to apologize to the family.
Man. They're saying they got proof that ties that girl's death right into Zeus. Another sacrifice.
Hello, everybody.
Another sacrifice. Let's listen.
So I just wanted to take the time to give an update on Raina's case. Now, I have had this information for a few weeks now, and I've been reluctant to release it because I don't have the official preliminary report. This is all just information that has been given to me by the detective. But despite our frequent requests of reaching out to the medical examiner so that we can get this official preliminary report, those requests have gone unanswered. So I am just going to release it so that you guys are aware. As people that knew her probably suspected, Raina's preliminary toxicology did come back and there were absolutely no drugs in her system.
So they did not find nothing in her system. So again, what happened to her in that abandoned house, and why was she in that abandoned house when she was supposed to be with the baddies? What is going on? Do y'all want to get into this story? Let me know in the chat.
No hard drugs. And in a preliminary toxicology screen, they screened for all of the hard substances. None of that was in her system. I've also given other people permission to release this information as well. So if you see this on other people's videos, and they are saying, you know, that the preliminary came back with no drugs in her system, they are absolutely correct. And to be honest, all the people that have taken it upon themselves to write hate comments to me and my mom, to say that we didn't know what was going on with my sister or labeling her as a drug addict and whatever else, I hope that you guys feel absolutely disgusted with yourselves. Because like we said from the beginning, we know my sister didn't do hard drugs. I've known my sister my entire life. I know how body conscious she was, and I know that she would never, ever use hard drugs willingly. Another thing is that Raina was found with absolutely no food in her stomach at all.
She had just some yellow fluid, just yellow stomach fluid when she was found. So she had been starving for days. The last time that anybody that we know of has seen her was on January 2nd, and she was found on the 16th. Now, if you put two and two together, she was found on the 16th. She didn't have any food in her stomach. Whoever I believe was holding her probably restricted her from having any sort of food at all. I think it's highly possible that Raina could have been kidnapped. We're still waiting on the official cause of death, but I think it's highly possible that she could have been kidnapped on January 2nd, and that's why there is no movement in terms of like her tracks since then. And somebody dumped her body on the 16th. So I'm asking people to move forward, regardless of what happens with the case. Please stop labeling my sister as an addict. Stop suggesting that she was an addict. She wasn't. And doing that is extremely harmful to her memory. I just also want to say thank you to everybody that has showed kindness and support during this time. Thank you to all the people that have sent donations to the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is still on my bio if you would like to help in assisting us. Like I said, we're already having issues with the medical examiner. We've had issues with the medical examiner since the beginning of all of this. So if you guys can help in any way, that's much appreciated. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for all those that, listened to us and believed us when we said that we knew who Raina was.
Man. So now it's coming out the girl did not do any drugs. So what the fuck happened?
All right, guys, I want to give you just a slight update regarding Karen Raina Dunlap. This is the young lady that was found alive up there in Cleveland, Ohio, in an abandoned house. In my last video, I told you that things are not as they appear. A lot of people are saying that, she OD'd and, they were just talking about it real bad. Just like this comment right here says, no matter what somebody says in their past or out of their hurt or whatever and stuff, they don't deserve to be alive. They don't deserve to be harmed. Well, I've been given the go-ahead to release just a little bit more information, just so I can go ahead and lay some things to rest. And also, I want to say this too. That guy, Aaron the plumber, even though he's on the wild side, even though he's like melodramatic and everything, listen to him. Listen to what he's saying. He's crying out for help also. And the things that he is saying are not far-fetched, especially from the things that we found out. And I want to show you Raina the person instead of Raina the words that everybody is floating off of, especially those that are over on the Tube app making all these disparaging comments. She was somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's future auntie. When I told you that there was a connection between Baddies, Raina, and Zeus Network, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of proof. I can't show you that proof, but she was personally invited to come to that party from the Zeus Network. Now to the most important part. When people are sitting up here claiming that she OD'd and she was out there in them streets, that's a lie. It has been proven that she had nothing in her system. You heard me right. She didn't have any type of hard narcotics in her system. That means that she was clean. So something else happened to her. Yes. Continue lifting up her family and continue crying aloud for justice. Because imagine if that was somebody in your family, you would want justice. I'll bring you more as soon as I find out more or I'm able to release more.
So she was personally invited out there by Zeus, Lemmy, and Natalie. And Stunner Girl's already exposed Natalie for this, saying, hey, look, she was definitely invited out there. Natalie told Stunner Girl that girl was invited out there. Everybody knows that Zeus Network invited that girl out there. But then as soon as she died, they're like, hey, we don't know nothing about nothing. She was not a part of Zeus. We don't know nothing. Allegedly. Let's continue.
I'm sure by now everyone has seen Aaron the plumber's video. I'm here to fact check. First, let me say this. There was no car that went through his living room. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a car and it wasn't in his living room. Second, if you are being stalked or harassed, go to the police. Yes, make it known on social media, but also go to the police. Now, two things he's mentioned was Jay Hefner and Karen Raina Dunlap mysteriously died being connected to Zeus Network. As far as Raina goes, we don't know if she ever signed a contract, if she ever got seen for that audition, or if she had any communication with the Zeus Network, Natalie Nunn, or Lemon Pepper. As far as Jay Hefner goes, there have been 2 arrests made in his case. It wasn't a mysterious death. He was attending a family event where he was defending a family member and was caught in the crossfire. Those two people have been arrested. They both snitching on each other right now. Now, I would be shocked if we found out that Aaron the plumber hired these two men to unalive Jay Hefner. I would be shocked, but from the clips I have seen of him getting dropped, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah.
This chick reaching for the stars at this point.
He mentioned two mysterious deaths that happened on Zeus Network, when technically Jay Hefner's death and Savion Hopkins is not a mystery. And Raina Dunlap's death is a mystery, but she's not connected to Zeus Network paperwork-wise, and they haven't confirmed anything.
See, I can tell this girl right here just believe anything she hear on the internet. It's got to be true. It said it on YouTube. It's got to be true. It's got to be true. They said it on TikTok. Yeah, it's true. Definitely.
A family in Maryland is looking for answers after their loved one was found dead in Cleveland, Ohio, and our Skylar Sallin sat down with the family and has more on the investigation.
Karen Dunlap, a 30-year-old from Prince George's County, Maryland, and known to her online followers as Raina, tragically passed away under unclear circumstances. She was found in an abandoned building in Cleveland on January 18th, 2025. Karen had been missing since the previous fall after she traveled to Ohio, causing deep concern among her family and friends when she suddenly stopped posting on social media after January 1st. Despite ongoing investigations, detectives are struggling to piece together what happened to her. In their search for clues, Karen's devastated family is calling on the public for any information that might help explain her sudden death.
Do y'all believe that this was in behind the Zeus, or do y'all think that this was just some crazy shit that just happened to her? What do y'all think in the chat, man? Was this tied to Zeus, or is this just some just some crazy nonsense that happened? Let me know in the chat.
To find some answers, the family began a
No, you did not, Mr. Cause. They can't determine her cause. They never could determine her cause of death.
GoFundMe campaign to cover funeral costs and hire a private investigator. They suspect that Karen might have gone to Cleveland for an audition with Baddies Midwest, a reality show she loved, though this has yet to be confirmed. They are anxiously waiting for the toxicology report, hoping it will provide more insight into her death. The family has been active in Cleveland since discovering Karen's fate, distributing flyers and talking to locals in hopes of gathering any useful information. Some people remembered seeing Karen around town looking well, but couldn't provide details about who she was with or exactly what she was doing. The Dunlaps are urging anyone who might know something about Karen's activities or contacts in Cleveland or College Park from late October to early November to come forward and speak with authorities. They hope that someone will have the answers they need to understand what led to Karen's tragic end.
It's not a feeling that you could ever imagine. It's your worst nightmare possible. And I don't know how to recover from that. That was how Karen Dunlap felt after learning the devastating death of her daughter, Raina Dunlap, a social media influencer from College Park.
My sister, she was a very caring person. She was always taking care of her friends, always taking care of her family.
According to Dunlap's family, Raina traveled often, so it wasn't out of the ordinary when her family didn't hear from her. But her family started getting suspicious when her social media account went dark, and they didn't hear from her during the holidays. Several weeks later, they got the call she was found dead in Cleveland.
So we got the phone call on the late on the 17th, but she was discovered on the 16th around 11 p.m. So that's what we would like to know. We also want to know how she got to Cleveland, who she was with, who she met up with in Cleveland.
Raina's family tell me police think that her death may have been due to an overdose, but are still waiting for the official cause of death. But Raina's mom says she doesn't think that's true. We knew that Raina was not a user of drugs, and there were no needle marks or track marks on her.
Imagine if this was your daughter, your sister, your family member, and just think about how we feel. I mean, my sister, she's gone, she's never coming back, but we need to figure out what happened to her.
And to my knowledge, they never determined what the fuck happened, but they know it was no drugs.
On this episode of Spirit Don't Lie, People Do, Raina Dunlap, she went missing in my hometown. Well, I'm not from Cleveland, Ohio, but I'm from Ohio. So I'm very familiar with the area, and it's literally an hour away from where I live. Like 2 hours. But how can I put this? Just kind of like, I feel like her energy, I will say this before I even get started. She's very comfortable with the transition. I think a situation that would happen with her, she just was at the wrong place, wrong time type of deal. When I was meditating on her energy and getting the downloads and doing my one-on-one with this spirit, she did go very traumatically, but it was a lot. It's a lot of stuff that occurred in one days, a couple days, or it's just a lot of stuff that occurred. I feel so like just in a delusional state. I feel like she was such in a delusional state that I don't know if she has mental issues. That's why she don't drink and do drugs. But I feel like it was drinking involved. It might have been water or something, but something she had really took her over the edge to
She could have been poisoned. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the hell these unalivers and traffickers or whatever was going. These people is getting creative these days. It's all type of shit that could have happened to her.
But we don't get into that. She was with somebody. I feel like she was with a woman, maybe a girlfriend, maybe a best friend, maybe somebody she just met.
Could have been Natalie Nunn. Natalie could have, Natalie be with a lot of dudes. She could have passed her off to one of her homeboys and some crazy shit happened. I believe she probably met up with somebody affiliated with that show and this happened.
But I feel like they got in an argument. Something really left, and that person left her. Like, just left her with nothing. Maybe that person has the keys, the phone, but I feel like she was left with nothing. Like she didn't have anything. Like something happened, an argument per se with the person she was with, and they might have left her instead of bringing her home. And when you don't have maybe a purse, your wallet, or none of the above, a phone, or it's like I said, it was a whole bunch of stuff that happened in this shorter time. It wasn't even a shorter time. It was like, I feel like 12 hours of just, because I got 12, midnight. Something happened at midnight. I feel like a lot has happened in that time period. You know how stuff just came. She came down here for the baddies. I don't think stuff was working out in her favor. Maybe getting there on time. Maybe for the auditions. Like everything that could go wrong went wrong in this time period that she was in Cleveland. Like, and Cleveland is a place where there's nothing but weirdos. There's nothing but bad energy. Where I'm from is bad energy, but it's just like weird stuff. Like, for example, I went out to eat in Cleveland and I came outside. Somebody literally busted my windows on my brand new Porsche. Like, they got machines and stuff out there. Like, it's like chaos. Like, stuff happened, like, simple downtown, going to eat. That's why a lot of people, like, Cleveland is like, it's nothing but weirdos there. And I feel like she ran into some weirdos. I feel like she already dealt with mental issues. But she met a wealthy couple, came up. Maybe she for a party. Maybe she needed to make money. I feel like something she had to do because she had nothing. Phone wise, like these two people helped her. It was three, maybe I say four. but she encountered these. Okay.
Hold on, my dog.
We got he's either an older man or I'm seeing Latino or Italian, something, boss, an older man with the older lady, a wealthy couple. Maybe they had a son, a best friend. Maybe she was doing a party. I didn't know if she danced or, she needed bread to get home or to get, because I feel like whoever
Double tap that screen and get these likes. So we finna go into a rabbit hole, man. As soon as this video ends, we finna get into a rabbit hole. Let's go.
she was with left her and they took her stuff. Took something important. Maybe her phone, maybe that's why she called her mom on another line. She was just trying to remember. It's hard to remember numbers after something traumatic happened and she ended up with these people. Now, these people are weirdos. Like, either, she might have let back pay, maybe, how you go to the internet and you was on one of them dating sites to hook up for money or however, but I feel like she needed a lot of things. And these, it's a couple, maybe a son, a brother, or a best friend, or she ran into the devil.
The devil would be Zeus Network, but we gonna see. Y'all gonna see when I'm done with this. I think the devil might be Zeus Network, but we gonna continue.
So I'm getting that when she got left, they offered her to come into their home, to stay there, to come to a party, to help her out, but they trapped her. It was some weirdos. Like, it says children of the night. So these people, you see the 3 people that I said, you see how they, and there's one more person, and these people are weirdos. Like, she ran into some certified weirdos. Maybe she was somewhere where she, but they taped it. Like, it was definitely probably a sexual assault. But the kicker is, she escaped. Something happened to her. She was locked in somewhere. She was with some people, and she escaped. But I feel like she froze. I feel like she was scared. She ran out that house. She didn't know where she was at, and she went into that upstairs to try to find clothes or heat, or she was in a delusional state. I mean, I feel like she didn't even have water in her system. These people starved her. Like they really tried to be on some weirdo stuff. Cleveland is weird like that. Like, it's like where the weirdos is at. Like, Dahmer was it Cleveland date? Like, over in that area? Like, allegedly. But I feel like she ran into some weirdos, but she escaped. But I feel like she didn't have no clothes, no nothing on. They tried to, definitely a traffic type of situation or just some weird type of stuff. This is a wealthy couple.
Ashley Honey says, when I found out what Zeus was about, I denied it. I was supposed to be on this season, but I chose against it. Hey, can you DM me on Instagram? My Instagram is the RatchetTV, THE RatchetTV, THE RatchetTV, the RatchetTV. DM me on Instagram.
You see, like Hunger Games, like they locked her in. Might be more people there, but she escaped. And that's why she was found in that state that she was found in. This is my first drop of this video. Sometimes this stuff take longer, but I'm gonna see it through because part 2 is coming out soon. But let's pray for her family's healing. But she has a lot of messages for her family. This was like, it was just like, I feel like she ran into a situation like she don't even know these people. Like these ain't people like she can say, but the person who left her might know them. The woman who she came with and got in an argument, or she was in a relationship with, or some type of partnership with, a business partnership, played her. But this is just my first read, and stay tuned to part 2 tomorrow.
So I don't know what the hell happened with Raina, but we gonna get into a lot more tonight.
Hi everyone. So this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help. I think something really bad happened to my sister. Her name is Raina. I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month.
Tips poured in. TikTokers report.
Yeah, I played this now. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hold on. Players fuck up. Let's continue. My bad.
In 20
Let's continue. I'm afraid a surviving Zeus documentary is about to drop. Zeus is truly demonic.
in 2019, she invited me on a trip to Dubai.
Okay.
And so I went on a girls' trip with her.
Heard about them Dubai trips now. What kind of trip was
But
this?
honestly, it was
My life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus Network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner?
Damn, look at the plumbers whispering, doing weird shit like they always do. I don't care. I asked you guys to put my security in the car and let me go. Oh, come on, hurry up, guys. Oh my God, they're watching. Shut the fuck up. It's just so emotional.
Male on live calling Zeus demonic. It's not just one person saying this, it's been multiple people.
Y'all don't fucking know. Y'all don't know shit. All y'all know is TV. Yo, what you talking about? Stop calling my motherfucking phone, huh? You skinny face ass bitch. I don't fuck with demons and then all that shit. I don't do that.
Man. I told y'all we finna go down this rabbit hole, gang. We gotta get down this rabbit hole. Let's go.
Fuck murder this bitch. This fuck out here, right? Take these shoes off me. Take these fucking shoes off me, yo. Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm a fucking nigga.
What the fuck? What is going on Zeus?
You fucking hear me? I'm a fucking bitch.
What the fuck? Yo, Zeus just brings out the worst in people, don't it?
Stop fucking me.
Who child?
Better be. Take the shoes off, bitch. Please, take these fucking shoes off.
Yo, this bitch crazy.
You fucking fool.
Yeah, that bitch crazy. Oh, this bitch gets physical. Oh, that big bitch gets physical. Let's go.
So they had a camera in my room, a hidden camera they threatened me with. While I was in my room doing whatever I was doing on my laptop, on my phone. So they ended up playing, if I leak anything, I don't care, baby. You will be edited out of the fuck you want to make you look like a scammer. You want every episode to be that you scam. You want the fans and everyone to be on your ass. So I feel like these people got.
Natalie hit her up, threatening her. So look at this shit, y'all. They said they was gonna threaten her with a secret. That's on some Diddy shit. Said they got them secret tapes
On my laptop, on my phone. So they ended up playing, if I leak anything, I don't care, baby. You will be edited out of the fuck you want to make you look like a scammer. You want every episode to be that you scam. You want the fans and everyone to be on your ass. So I feel like these people got Ivory by the name. They got all these people by the name. Scotty is scared. Scotty is really scary. Let's clock that. Scotty is the biggest victim of Zeus Network. It's not scripted, y'all. Y'all just heard it for yourself. It's scripted.
Man, what is going on with the women on this network? What is going on, gang?
It ain't physical no more, bitch. It's spiritual. Y'all don't even know shit on my mama. I'm done. I swear to God. I'm so done with y'all. It's not even physical no more, y'all. This shit's spiritual for real. Y'all don't know shit. Fuck you, Lemon, you skinny face ass bitch. On my mama, fuck you. Fuck you trying to call my motherfucking phone, huh? You skinny face ass bitch. I don't fuck with demons and all that shit. I don't do that. I don't do that. You're demonic. I don't know dealings, huh?
Yo, man, it's like the people that come from this network are just broken. They are just broken at this point. What the fuck they got going on this network?
There's something so sinister about Zeus Network, and I do not feel like making an entire YouTube video. So I'm just gonna get this off my chest. I feel like Zeus Network is demonic, and I'm not gonna use any other word for it. It's demonic. I have a Zeus membership. I signed up for Zeus. I'm not watching this season of Baddies. I already know what the fuck is going on. How many times can I watch grown ass women get drunk off Casamigos and fight each other? Seriously. Why are we collectively not tired of this? Why are we not tired of this? After a certain point, like, how is it really entertaining? It's sad. Literally, at a certain point, it's sad. And I'm going to tell you why. These women, they need to eat. They need to pay bills. They have a lifestyle that they want to maintain. Is it that serious to get beat the fuck up for it, though? Is it that serious to put yourself in a fucking ring like a pit bull and fight like a dog for the bag? Is it that serious? I don't fucking think so. These bitches are washed up. Nobody aspires to be them. Like, there's nobody that's waking up and thinking to themselves, I want to fucking be Natalie Nunn. Like, who says that? Have you ever heard somebody say that in real life? I want to fucking be Mariah Land. Wow, I wish I was fucking Krishan Rock. Like, what? I've seen interviews and I've seen like videos of behind the scenes when these girls go to events, and the way that they like edit shit on Zeus Network to make these people appear bigger than they are. Like, these bitches are not real celebrities. Like, they're nobody. That's why they're all together. I think I counted like 18 bitches. Why do there need to be so many people on this cast this season? Like, why? I know that I'm supposed to like look at this and think to myself, this is how you become successful. If you want to be successful, you need to get your clout and go on a show like Baddies, and then I'll be able to start my Instagram boutique and get my petite BBL. I don't look at this shit and see success. I look at this shit and see a whole bunch of fucking losers. A whole bunch of fucking losers that found their demographic of people that are even more lame than them, even more like broke down than them. Like, bitch, who's looking up to you besides somebody on Section 8 housing?
Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, this is definitely Section 8 housing as fuck. But, you know, till you stay on, let's continue.
Man, I don't give a damn what y'all say. You cannot tell me Natalie Nunn is not part of the agenda. First of all, wait. Who the hell is this? Hold on. All right, there we go. First of all, this girl used to act like a straight white girl. And then once she found out that she can profit off of black culture, that's when she started dressing like this. And you cannot tell me she won't be using these girls going to different countries, Dubai, Jamaica, and she making some extra money. If you know, you know. There be some scandalous stuff going on behind the scenes. I be hearing they be taking these girls' passports so they can't go back. I be hearing that they be making these girls hang out with dudes they don't want to hang out with just to make some extra money. And you cannot tell me every time that they be having these baddies auditions, that be like it's like an auction. Like, you gotta fight just to be on the show. You gotta act like a ratchet little twank. Man, listen, she know what she doing, and she playing right in y'all face. And y'all over here falling for it every time. They go out to eat, they fight. They go to a different country, they fight. They have a conversation, they fight. It's like, damn, these girls cannot breathe.
Man, is Natalie pimping these girls out? Do y'all think these girls are being trafficked in the industry, and Natalie Nunn is ushering these girls in there?
What piqued my interest, right? Zeus Network changed my name from Pied Piper.
He said they changed his name from Pied Piper
to Pipe. No, from Pipe Piper.
Pipe Piper.
right?
Yeah.
They said pipe.
Yeah, pipe piper.
Because you know I'm a licensed plumber.
He's a pipe plumber.
Yeah.
They changed it to Pied Piper.
Pied Piper. Who's the Pied Piper?
Right? So that sparked my interest. I said, what the fuck is a Pied Piper?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are they calling me that? Right? So I Googled Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Greek mythology. A guy that led 130 children to their death.
Yeah.
And only 3 survived. One was dumb, one was deaf, one was blind. You feel me? And one survived because they went to go get their coat. You feel me? When the Pied Piper was leaving, and they came back and the Pied Piper was gone. So 4 children survived out of 130. So I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Why would these people? But I didn't really knocked out sex offenders, nigga. On my mama, the nigga didn't really kick these niggas' teeth out their mouth, nigga, in prison. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would they associate my name with some sex offender pedophilia ass shit? You feel me? That's what I'm thinking. So that shit consumed my every thought. And after I started investigating the Greek mythology, I noticed that all the contestants on the Zeus Network show had Greek mythology names that trace back to Greek mythology. It's demonic.
Man. So this Zeus shit is it's deeper than y'all might think, man. There's some shit going on over there on this network, man. There's some shit going on.
Zeus, I just quit today, and it's not looking too good for you because I don't care. I decided on this. I'm about to expose Zeus Network and what you guys pay for every single year. When you guys sign up for that subscription, it says sometimes you're supposed to get 2 episodes, which is Wednesday and Sunday. But guess what? My brother feels like, okay, I'm gonna just give you the 3 on Sunday, so basically I only get 4 episodes throughout the whole, 4 episodes basically for the whole month. We really supposed to give y'all 8 episodes. That's what I pay y'all $5.99 for. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to be exposed on Zeus Network. It's up from here. My Instagram is IM52. Stay tuned for more.
What the hell is going on? This nigga didn't quit. He got his Zeus hoodie on.
Crazy shit. But I want to say this though. One thing that I learned about Zeus Network is they are demonic. All the contestants' names on this show, even mine, trace back to Greek mythology. I'm an avid reader, so that sparked my interest right there. They changed my name on the show to Pied Piper, which is like some. So what? Pied Piper. What is that? Which is like a medieval folklore type of thing, and it's about a dude that leads 120 kids to their death. You know, yeah, bro, it's some sick demonic stuff, bro, that they into, and I can't rock with that. They gave you that name? Yeah, they gave me that name. Like everybody's name on the show traces back to Greek mythology. They got a Greek mythology name, some devilish stuff, bro. Why couldn't you have your own name? That's what I don't understand. That's some crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Little dude didn't understand what the hell he was talking about, but he definitely trying to expose Zeus, man. Do y'all believe Aaron the Plumber?
They're worshiping sirens on Zeus Network. Now, before we really get into it, I'm going to say a little prayer. Heavenly Father, I ask that you join me here today while I tell these people about the plots and the schemes of the enemy. I ask that these are not my words, but that you use me fully. I come against any retaliation from the enemy because I am exposing the darkness. I cancel all assignments from the enemy and I send it back to sender in Jesus' name. I cover my home, my mind, my heart with the blood of Jesus, and I bind any monitoring spirits up that may try to enter my atmosphere. I seal their eyes up and I rebuke them and send them to the sea where they may never return in Jesus' name. Well, the way that sirens and mermaids originated from was, well, back in the day, the stories of the giants in the Bible. The giants were infatuated with the women in the mortal women, and they took them and they had their way with them, and the offsprings they produce were not human. They were human and angel babies, and they were demonic, and they made some type of specimen. And the women that slept with the sirens, well, not with the sirens, just the women that slept with the giants were punished. Now, remember when it says that God flooded the earth? Yeah, he flooded the earth to get rid of all the impurities, literally. And when he flooded the earth, obviously, the things that were half spiritual, half human, like mixtures, they couldn't die because they were half human, half whatever. So they lived and they thrived in the water. Remember, it rained, it flooded, right? They lived in that. I'm gonna always give y'all scripture. Revelation 12 literally says, therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you will dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short. Now we know the devil is the ruler of this earth. But now here we're learning in Revelations that the devil has also went down to sea. We know the devil prances around like a roaring lion. He imitates a regular lion because he only imitates. He can't create. So we know that the devil has dominion over earth and sea. Now, the reason I know there's a marine spirit in particular on Zeus is because literally the Lord confirmed it to me. There's this one particular show on Zeus, not to say that they're not all worshiping false gods, but there's one particular show on Zeus. And the way this woman, not only is she inflicted by Jezebel, the lustful spirit, but you can remember, the Bible says you'll know his people by their fruits. There are clear determinations in people when you know they're demonically oppressed. Okay? It is, you can see when a person is demonically oppressed or possessed. Okay? And if you don't have eyes to see, if you have ears to hear, the Lord will tell you, and then he'll confirm it. He's confirmed it to me. So this one particular woman on Zeus Network, she comes from, regardless of her past, we already know that she's been through some stuff, and because of the things that she's gone through, she chose the more seductive, lustful way. I'm not saying anything about that. Everybody has their story. But because of the amount and the way that she does it, she's literally oppressed by this lustful spirit. You can literally tell in her eyes. Remember a while back when I was watching this particular show, because I don't watch it anymore. I remember I was watching this particular show, and the way she feeds off of the energy of the way that the women around her protect her and how they fight each other. We already know the blood sacrifices that happen on Zeus. If you ain't know they was having blood sacrifices, people think when they think of blood sacrifices, they're always thinking of murder. Blood sacrifices are literally is shedding blood, doing anything violent, doing anything that causes you to shed blood. And not in a good way, okay? So the way that these shows on Zeus Network goes and they shed blood, that is a blood sacrifice. They're already on a network called Zeus. Are we not putting two and two together now? Blood sacrifice to false god. Simple. Now,
yo, I'm telling y'all, this is some y'all be watching this shit, but y'all don't understand what y'all taking in. Let's go.
A lot of people want to say, oh, the Greek gods never existed. Some people worship the Greek gods. There used to be a giant statue of a Greek god over Italy. We can make a video about that too. So I think it's pretty safe to say that they're doing this in the name of a false god. Not only that, the way that her, like, I was able to see it in her eyes, in her actions, the way she literally Luke, watch her face. And if y'all know, watch her face when the women around her fight. Watch her face. Watch how that demon is living. She's literally manifesting watching these fights. Not only is this a lustful demon, because we know mermaids and sirens, that's exactly what they are. That lustful demon, the marine spirits, people don't understand how the marine spirit can literally operate in music. Like how there's so much. It literally rules over a large sector of what everybody's listening to and what everybody's watching. A lot of people are afflicted by these marine spirits, especially Leviathan. Leviathan's a demon of pride. We just spoke about it here. Leviathan's in the sea. Marine spirits are in the sea. Let me take it even a step further. Remember that story in the Bible when that man was demonically oppressed by those legions of demons and he lived in the cave, right? He was away from everybody. Remember when Jesus went to him and he commanded the demons out and they revealed that they were legions? They asked Jesus, can you send me into the pigs? Jesus sent them into the pigs and the pigs took a dive right into the what? The water. Marine spirits going to the water. Now, when a demon is delivered from a body, that's why they tell you, like, make sure you're when you're.
Is she on point, y'all? Let me know in the chat. Y'all think she on point?
Like, when you're casting out, I meant to say casting out. When a demon is being casted out, they tell you to cover yourself in prayer and cover the people around you, because the demon is gonna look for another entryway. It's gonna look to jump into another person. That's how it works. It's when a demon leaves a body, if everybody's covered and everybody's protected and everybody's walking with the Lord, it must go to a dry and desolate place. Its assignment is done. The demon does not want to go back to his maker with the assignment not completed, right? Right? So it asks to go into the pig. Now, Revelation 12:12 was saying, but woe to the earth and the sea. Woe means great sorrow and distress. To the earth and the sea? Now, a lot of the marine spirits, like I said, control a lot of that music. Y'all want to get into that. People in Africa that literally live by the water, they'll be able to tell you physically marine spirits exist. People go to the water, just like I can tell you, people from Haiti can see mermaids, and that's like a normal thing. The same concept. You'll see these spirits, like you'll see these demons, and they'll lure you in. Okay? Now, when the Lord was exposing to me that, what spirit is attached to that person, not only did he make me go to her Apple Music to look at her song, her picture on Apple Music, she looks like a siren. Y'all, she literally looks like a siren. That's the thing with demons. When you're oppressed by a demon for so long, you start to look like the demon. But wait, don't be dismayed, okay? That's a sign for y'all to stop watching that show. But also, I would say the whole network, to be honest, it is named after a false god. Let's see here. Like, if you think about it, you're subscribing to people that are praising, worshiping another god. That's not pleasing to Jesus. He's a jealous God. But because we have the victory already, and Isaiah 27:1 literally reminds us of this. The Lord will punish with his sword, his fierce, great, and powerful sword. Leviathan, the gliding serpent, Leviathan, the coiling serpent. He will slay the monster of the sea. Amen. Jesus will slay the monster of the sea. Praise God.
Man. Praise God. Amen. Let's continue.
Another video that proves that Zeus has people watching over
playing
these
for the
girls.
money. The Zeus Network was willing to pay me $12,000. I think they paid to me $5,000 or $6,000 up front. So they were willing to pay me $10,000 to come sit on their YouTube podcast channel. Bitch, let's get the money out. That's why I see why Rick. I gave you and Zeus a discount, remember? I told y'all $20,000. What did y'all say? With a new podcast. And I didn't know it was Zeus. I was willing to do the interview with y'all until I found out it was Zeus TV. Now tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't go to stop all that goddamn line. I agreed to do it until I found out it was Zeus Network. I don't want to know what Zeus. They got black people fighting black people with my exact word. And I felt like they were trying to set me up. So I kept the money. Yeah, I kept the money from Zeus, y'all.
This is him out there with Whoa Vicky.
We're probably going to Top Golf, and then we got Detour.
Charleston trying to turn into a streamer now.
I got a stream with Aiden, and then nothing.
Some weird shit going on here.
good thing you didn't eat, because they be doing witchcraft, they be putting stuff in people's food, and in 3 months you'll come back and you won't know why you coming back. Yeah. You saying you'll be in love and you'll be marrying one of them. Yeah. And then guess what? One of them tried to do a ritual on me. Like how? So, you know, they number from WhatsApp. And then my birthday, they made me a birthday video. But in the video, it's like they did a ritual. It's like they all swallowed milk and they spitted it on the guy that liked it for my birthday. So happy birthday, Victoria. But they can't even tell me because I got Jesus. Like, oh, I'm good.
Man. She said they tried to do a ritual on her. They were drinking milk and spitting it on a dude who liked her. Some weird shit, man.
Another video that proves that Zeus has people watching.
I'm playing for the money.
My bad. Let's continue.
You can see that Uzoma and Leviathan spirit in her as she talks about God. Watch her face.
It was Matthew and it was the Pharisee. And Matthew and the Pharisee said, God, I thank you that I'm
They talking about God. When do y'all start talking about that over here?
not like these people. But wait, what did Matthew say? He said, forgive me, Father, for I am a sinner.
What y'all think about this, man? Let me know what y'all think about this dialogue.
He knew who he was, and God and Jesus served mercy for Matthew.
Listen to what she says. That's the demon talking.
God forgive me. He knew he was. He forgive. And yeah. God, but no, we can speak about God all day because nobody can talk about God to me because I know the Bible and I know God and I really seek God. You know
what's going on with Tia? She over there talking about, nah, man, church over. Like, get your ugly, evil ass the fuck on. I can't stand Tia, dog.
What's going on with you and Tommy Lee?
Shit, it ain't nothing to be like what's supposed to be.
Y'all ain't
trying to be.
You are. Yeah, you is. You tone it down.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to really like.
So let me ask y'all a question. I don't know the answer to this. Is this shit a Zeus show? Is that what is Tia and what the hell is that other girl name? Tokyo Tony. Are they on Zeus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really just stay on a narrow path, like just go straight.
Like,
that's right.
It's hard keep it being music. A single mother.
Ladies, tell me in the chat.
It is.
It's really,
and
really
I said,
hard.
Oh, they said yes. Okay, so that's why they act like that. That's why they don't want to talk about Jesus and God over here because
my kids. Okay. I just bought a 6-bedroom and 4-bath house. All my kids with me. God at the end of the day, God did that.
So it makes sense now why they didn't want to talk. She completely switched it up.
Yeah. I know for a fact. But you know what's so crazy when we speak about God? Before I bought that house,
look at it. She do not want to talk about God. Look at Tia Kemp, old demonic ass.
Seeing in a dream, he showed me. So I know, like, no matter what, God ain't gonna put me nowhere that he's gonna take something back from me. Okay, so
look at how she looking. Look at how she looking. She don't want to talk about it. This who y'all like? This evil motherfucker.
Me having kids, I was looking for love. I never had a mom. I've been in the streets. I was 40.
She talking about church over, y'all. Church over. Yeah, girl, get your evil ass on, ugly. I can't stand it. Ooh, I can't stand it.
Zeus, what's really going on? Welcome back to part 3 of the disturbing and dark things that happen on the Zeus Network. Part 1 and 2 are pinned at the top of my profile on my reels. Today's topics will be Biggie, Smiley, and EBT. On the latest episode of Baddies East, episode 13, Smiley was in her room and the cameraman was there and Rolly had handed her an eviction notice. After Rolly had left, Smiley, wanted to change and she asked the cameraman to get out the room and he didn't move. She had to ask multiple times for the cameraman to leave until he actually left. And you can tell she was uncomfortable.
I think it goes in. It's a check. Y'all been naked on her? Can you get out, please? I can change.
Zeus, what's really going on? She said she was trying to change and the cameraman would not leave. As we know, Zeus Network is not new to these allegations of production, trying to mess with the cast members. And I'm concerned because why didn't he leave the first time? It shouldn't take multiple, can I get some privacy for her to get privacy? Also in last week's episode 13 of Baddies East, E.T. went in Biggie's stuff and Biggie was telling them that violates the contract. She cannot legally touch her stuff.
She packed your stuff up.
She can't legally touch your stuff.
But yet, y'all still let EBT go through her shit, knowing damn well what the contract says. And honestly, my opinion, I think they set Biggie up to me. Because there's no fucking way that Biggie knew that man. And we seen the dark skin / brown skin man graze the top of her fucking head by accident. But yet the story is he was light skinned. I don't know. What's really going on, Zeus? Y'all allegedly violating contracts. The camera people in production are not leaving when the girls are trying to undress, and they proceed to stand there and record. That's sickening.
Yeah, some weird shit going on over there on that demonic ass network. I can't believe y'all be watching this damn channel. What the fuck?
Zeus is all black network, right?
No, they're not. That's what they say.
Oh.
Amanda Curry is the owner.
Amanda Curry is the owner of Zeus. They got this damn music in the background, so I gotta pause it.
Ooh, she's a white woman.
So that's the owner of Zeus right there, y'all. That is the owner of Zeus.
Oh no.
She works with SAG, and she's a pretty nice person.
Tokyo Tony, we know you get down. We know you done been in the industry a long time. Didn't you used to do adult videos too as well, Tokyo?
Yeah. No, they're not black owned.
They're not black owned. So this ain't even a black company that's doing all this to our culture.
They're really running with that narrative.
I can't believe I didn't know that though. I just found out today that this wasn't a black owned company. I thought that this was black.
No, all you gotta do is type it in.
So interesting. I don't want to play with the music on, but that's interesting to know that it's not even. But again, I did find out this about Israel, so we're gonna get into the Israel allegations as well.
I'll never forget that little party I went to, Diddy party. We went to the little private area behind the cause he had a house behind his house. He had a backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lenny go upstairs. They tell him that he can't security. He went in like a little with no security, so it's just me and Lenny. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up there upstairs. He's like, "What's up, Diddy? You met Krishan. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Early on party or whatever. We just wanted to follow up. I'm glad you fuck with Krishan." And then he grabbed Lenny by his neck. It was like, "But do you fuck with her? Don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her." And I didn't understand that till my checks start coming back short from the subscriptions of Crazy in Love, till we start putting people, like personally putting people that doesn't with me, that I had like street beef with on the show. Where's the security at? And all them people thought like, it was just like, come on, y'all, you playing the. Yeah, I'm so happy. I ain't like, you got jacked up for that shit already. So fuck you, fuck y'all. I'm finna be playing with this entertainment industry and be for y'all putting the network on, and then all y'all do is just shit in my face. I don't give a fuck about two clicks. So if y'all want to see receipts, we can show receipts. We got receipts. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just trying to do business. That's it. If I say y'all can't afford me, cool. Don't get mad. Go on the internet like a little. You a CEO. Be professional. Yeah, let me run my mouth because I'm a female. Yeah, but I didn't specifically say it because what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't want to see his response when I said that's why Diddy jacked your. How did Diddy jack you up at a party that you, what's that called? How you get jacked up and then you sponsor the party? Like, nobody got respect for your little. Like, I hate people. They got little syndrome. I'm tired of y'all, bro. Oh God, bro. And shout out to yeah, Diddy, because I didn't understand why he jacked them up. Like, my brothers do that to people that be playing with me. He jacked them up. I'm like, what happened? Now I see. With a suit and tie and authority, and they come like, what?
Man, what Krishan got going? She always in the middle of something. Krishan always got something going on. Let's continue.
That's not necessarily true. Even though.
Which one are you?
Are we really surprised that Zeus is quote unquote demonic? I'm not even gonna say quote unquote. Yes, it's obviously demonic. But why did it take for like everything to happen, seasons to pass, and like everything going on for us to say it's demonic? This is why I question a lot of people's judgment, because at the end of the day, we knew that one, this was a terrible idea. This hasn't been like any other reality TV show that we have watched to this day. Like Baggers Club wasn't even this fucking terrible. Like Baggers Club had some type of concept. The girls went places. Things were involved that actually made sense. Girls are going on there and they have no self-respect. Like they are genuinely so thirsty for fame. They're not even famous. So then it makes you ask, what are they going on there for? But what I really did come on here to say was that I knew this day was coming. I feel like everybody knew this day was coming where like Zeus is going to be exposed, just like every fucking thing that has a really bad backstory, like Nickelodeon. You know, it was really great, but then we realized the really bad stuff that Nick is going on. Disney. Whatever it is, there's always like some behind the scenes with production that things are going bad, and I knew this was going to happen with Zeus. My thing is that we get so caught up in the hype of like watching it and tuning in that like this shit was literally rotting our brains. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I tuned in a little bit, but how much more can we watch people sit here and literally get beat and beat their brains out? People having seizures on here. It's insane. Like, it's really insane. What are we leaving for our children? At least Baggers Club made sense. This does not make sense. With that being said, can we get to reality TV that's actually reality? Like, it's starting to get scary that social media is perceiving reality in a terrible way that's not real. TV is doing it, which is also leading to people being fake in reality. Like, do you guys not get the gist of what I'm saying here? Like, the more we hype up this shit that continues to put on a facade, the whole world is becoming a facade where we really need to talk about what the fuck's going on because it's not a great time right now. Like, our government is in shambles. People are broke. Don't act like you're not, because you broke a little bit, honey. But we're not in a great time period, especially not to be sitting here and laughing and watching Zeus. It's not okay. I really want change, and I'm really hoping that things get better because this is really insane.
Do y'all watch Zeus? Let me ask the chat, ladies. Do y'all be watching Zeus? I hope the dudes don't be out here watching Zeus, man. I don't. I definitely don't watch that shit. Like I said, I only came across this shit dealing with a female. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never sat there and just like, you know what? Let me see what's on Zeus. When I watch that shit with him, I'm like, man, what the hell you watching? I can't watch this bullshit.
Hostage! I said let the driver go!
What the hell they got going on here, man? Ouch. So Aaron the plumber was right about Zeus Network. Natalie Nunn is not too fond of Zeus CEO Lamille. However you say it.
Everybody, look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. The delusional Zeus Network. Go ahead. Show them what you were saying. Excuse me. No, shut the talking to me, bro. Hey, who did I say was my security guard? Jew. Do too much, you lied. Tell the world that. Tell him. Call your boyfriend. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, where's Look at him. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Yes, look at here he goes. Look at this guy. Ah! Why are you touching me? What did I say? What I said? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Ah! You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go.
Yo, what the fuck they got going on over here at Zeus, man?
My mama, it's not. It ain't. Y'all soulless. Natalie ain't got no soul. That bitch ain't got no soul. Bitch, you're dumb. You sold your soul a long fucking time ago. Bitch, you ain't got nothing to you, bitch. Soulless, nothing. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I'm proud of myself for walking the fuck off. I ain't run from shit. Nigga, I walked clean the fuck off. Nigga, like I should've. And y'all can laugh. And I'm allowed to be laughing all the way to the bank, bitch. All the way. Bitch, I don't stop here. Y'all can't stop shit. Nigga, you can't stop nothing. Nothing. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all can say what y'all want. I got my soul, ho. Y'all bitches is lost for real. Lost in the sauce, for real. Bitch. God got me. That's how I feel.
Yeah, man, it's like they leave this like a badass breakup, man. You don't know what the fuck these people going through on that show.
So I was just watching the show, and it's just something about his death that just does not feel right to me. Just looking at the show, you can see that he's completely surrounded by lust, envy, jealousy, and just his demeanor, his energy is so calm, so cool, collected, that attracts the most sinister energy. Just the fact that he was so cool and chill, but still somehow was unalived due to violence is just mind-blowing. Honestly, the drama with Zeus Network and the energy, the rumors, all that about Zeus Network, I'm really not surprised that it happened literally a month after his first contact with Zeus. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's good to watch or consume Zeus Network, and I don't think that it's better to go on to profit for money. No amount of money is worth your soul. That's it.
And they selling their soul to be on this network. They selling their soul. These girls are selling their souls, man.
And I was like, no, I don't, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't them, you know what I'm saying? But she's literally telling the family members, I got paid $200K to say this. So it was like, I had my family calling me like, you working for the devils. You working for the devils, Steve. They are demons. They pay her to say that. And
I think people know how to hit below the belt or how to do things that like will make you think you can't recover from. You took that head on, not only like dealt with it, but went filed a lawsuit. You filed a lawsuit because you were, yeah.
And I wasn't not trying to be disrespectful, but yeah, I summoned two people. I wasn't trying. I was only trying to summon just the one person to say, which was Kashawn. But my lawyer was like, no, we summoning everybody. We summoning your favorite network, and we summoning her. I got paid 200 cases. I'm like, that's not true. They called me too and said, hey, Tasika, what we need from y'all from the sit down, we want you to turn up. We want y'all to turn up in the beginning. Turn up. And then at the end of y'all shit, bring that shit home. Make those people that's watching y'all cry and feel for y'all and understand y'all. It didn't turn out like that.
Man. These evil, demonic ass people.
There's a person that's doing the harder work, and that person was me. And I finally feel the courage to
Exposing Lemmy from Zeus on Bad Blood.
speak about it because I was put into some situations that I didn't want to be in. I don't think no woman, no girl.
What is going on with this dude? I don't know nothing about this dude. I thought he was the owner, the Lemmy dude, the Lenny, whatever, Lemmy. I thought that nigga was the owner. Now I'm finding out that it's owned by some people from somewhere else. It ain't even black.
Should be put in those positions, and I was put in them.
Listen, damn, I ain't gonna play this damn clip. But basically, this girl just exposing this dude. He's a satanic ass, demonic motherfucker. And then some shit with Nicki Minaj. Sister, I didn't even know Nicki Minaj had a sister. I'm gonna be real. I don't know who the hell Ming is. But shit, this go deep, man. Nicki exposing everybody. She probably pulled her sister off the damn show with these demonic ass people.
Although I've been watching Baddies Gone Wild in secret and silently, I do have one question for y'all. Did Nicki call the studio after episode 3? Did she call Zeus after episode 3? Because why did Ming just stop getting screamed? She's been, and I'm not talking about when they threw a water bottle at her. I don't think that's what made her go. Okay, because it's giving young 18 and turn. You know what I'm saying? What shut her up? She's not. I'm not. And even if she's not showing up, they just didn't give her no screen time. They didn't put any of her edits in the episodes. Who called? I'm assuming it was Nicki. I really think.
Man, I don't know. This network just gives me the creep vibes.
What's her name? Rona Fula. So her name is not Vicky. It's Rona Fula.
So no wo Vicky, wo Nafula. From Western Kenya. From Western Kenya.
If you want to know me, go to check out. Check out
This is about that girl, Wo Vicky, allegedly. I don't know that anything is even wrong with the girl, but she ended up in a weird situation after being on Zeus with these damn creepy ass kidnappers. Flexing Richard Millies with her money and shit.
What do you mean? You got the whole life. This is not for you, bro. This is not for you laughing. I don't know why y'all all laughing. Y'all all
Yeah, there's some weird shit with these dudes, man. She ended up with these damn African ass, some African motherfuckers in Nigeria, wherever the fuck they was at. Some Nigerians in another country scheming and
Girl, do you remember
scamming,
when?
scheming and scamming, scamming and scheming. Let's bring it in, man. Let's get here. Now it brings me to this point.
Girl, do you remember when I did my research and I found out that there's a strange connection with the Zeus Network and Israel? And the connection is Lemuel Plummer because his father is the Bishop of Israel.
I am the Bishop of Israel for the Church of God in Christ. That title alone has never been held by any human being in 2,000 years.
Now, this is not known information. I literally did days of research to make sure that I wasn't just like putting out bullshit. Even to the point where in the first video that I made, I said that his stepmom was his actual mom. And I actually had to do deeper research because I saw people in like a different video saying like Lemuel and Natalie's mom have the same first name. And that made me dig a little deeper. And I was like, oh, this lady's not his biological mother. It's a stepmom. Right?
You must understand that Israel is the center of it all.
You also bring youth here. It's so important that the next generation of Black America learn about Israel and get involved with Israel.
For the last, I would say 5 years, we've been bringing young people here. And that is important because one of the things that we realize is that the story of Israel must be told.
I wake up this morning, like 2 videos back to back is saying, you know, the information that I'm sharing, which is great. I want people to know this information because we should be suspicious of it. But it's like word for word what I said, no credit, which I don't really care too much about credit, but like you should at least let people know where you got your research from, because then the fucking comments are full of people being like, the connection is Amanda Cerny. It's the white bitch. And not my words, I would never call her that. But no, you're wrong. The connection is not Amanda Cerny. There's only one connection, is Lemuel Plummer. That's it. Like the Zeus Network was not even supposed to have any connection to Israel. He's literally the only one. So if you're gonna be calling the Zeus Network an Israeli psyop, you should at least know what you're talking about, because I never said it was. If you want to know what a real psyop is, you guys have to look into Kojic, because if you did your research, you would have found Kojic. And Kojic is the most insidious thing. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this rabbit hole is sinister as fuck.
You must understand that Israel is the center of it all.
You also bring youth here. It's so important that the next generation of Black America learn about Israel and get involved with Israel.
For the last, I would say 5 years, we've been bringing young people here. And that is important because one of the things that we realize is that the story of Israel must be told, and not from an antiquated place or not from a historical place, but a contemporary place. Because people of God, we have a responsibility to the Jewish people, and we have an obligation to God to continue to stand in solidarity and full support of the Jewish state.
That's the mother of the CEO of Zeus Network. You've seen it, you've heard it, they've said it multiple times. Their biggest threat is Black Americans who refuse to side with them. So now you have Zeus Network giving you baddies to destabilize your community. And if you decide you don't want that, then Zeus Network CEO's mom will send you to Israel so you can learn about Israel. And remember, not from a historical place, but from a contemporary place.
I told you it led me down a weird ass rabbit hole, man.
I am so addicted to the Zeus Network. It's appalling. When my friends ask me, hey, did you watch, whatever Housewives of whatever fucking episode, anything, whether it's Atlanta, Beverly Hills, Potomac, anything, I'm not watching that anymore. It's not enough. I need baddies. I need to see blood. I need to see people getting into physical altercations with each other over nothing nonstop now. Or I can't watch the show. It's ruined me. I'm literally unable to watch something unless there's fighting involved. Okay? I need to see these girls fighting and getting bloody and wigs getting snatched and all that kind of stuff. It's like UFC with a very loose storyline, and there's just like a demonic undercurrent that is just sort of hard to miss now. And I'm just realizing. So I need to kind of like watch with that in mind, that there's something nefarious going on. I don't altogether trust it, and I don't know why I'm so hooked. I'm not the target demographic. I am sure they're targeting, I'm not even going to say it, but they're not targeting.
Yeah, you want to say, go ahead and say niggas. You know, you definitely want to say it. You definitely almost said it. We hear you. But we more focused on your weird ass. How much you need to see blood and shit. What the hell's going on with you, weird ass dude?
Me. And yet, I want to see it. And I subscribe. To that network. That's crazy. Why am I paying money for that? Why am I paying money to see these girls hurt each other like that? It's sick. It's actually sick. What's wrong with me? You know? Do you ever ask that question? What's wrong with you? Why are you watching baddies? What are you getting out of it? No.
Yeah, you weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. You got some issues you need to deal with at home.
Don't mind me, y'all, because like I'm just sitting in the fucking dark right now because like my brain is just firing off, going crazy. But I just need to get a lot of shit off my chest right now about this whole like Zeus Network, Lemon Pepper Stepper, Natalie, the whole like summer situation, Razor. Like I'm just going into a whole ass fucking rabbit hole. So I'm finna rant. I really dislike how this man, a black man who was born from a black woman, takes enjoyment in breaking the backs of black women and displaying their deepest trauma on social media and for entertainment purposes. I just don't understand how this is even fucking humane for real. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be watching baddies no more for real.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but that network needs to be canceled. I don't know what y'all think.
So people figured out that they were in cahoots with a demonic person. They were in a demonic group, a demonic like environment setting. Like I'm hearing that there was someone that was misusing and abusing their power. Okay, this is someone that let the money get to their head. They let the attention get to their head. Like I'm just seeing someone acting like they're God. Okay, because maybe a spell that they did worked. Okay, maybe they were able to manipulate a situation to do something. Maybe they, they got away with something. All right, but people see that this person was leading them down to a pathway that was not gonna be good. Like I'm seeing someone has awakened to the fact that someone was leading them down to hell. Okay, and this person was like, wait a minute, everyone wake up. Do you not see that this person is demonic? Do you guys not see that this person is a host of the enemy? Like I'm seeing that this could be a family dynamic, a friend dynamic. This could be like a school setting, some organization setting. Doesn't matter who these people are, but there's like this one person.
We need 20 people to double tap that screen and get these likes up. 20 people double tap that screen and get the likes up.
The leader of the group, okay, the one that was like the face of a group, an organization of something. They were manipulating this entire group, leading them to hell. And someone awakened to that. And they were just like, wait a damn minute. Hold up. And they took their power back. And this one person who took their power back is now helping, leading others to take their power back from this person as well. And to leave this group or to just simply start over and lead this group, in a better way. I'm hearing like it's this energy of this group leader, right? This self-proclaimed group leader. Okay, and maybe they're not self-proclaimed, maybe they do have this position leading this group or something. They're the face of a group, whatever. But This person's being kicked out of that group now. They're like, yeah, you founded the group. Yeah, you know, are the face of the group. Yeah, you know, like, you give us the attention and everything. You help us to profit and everything. Like, you know, but truth to be told, we can replace you because you're not of God. So since you're not of God, you're easily replaceable. Okay? Like, we don't need you because you're not doing things out of the purity of your heart. Okay, you're doing it for money, for clout, you're doing it for fame, you're doing it to compete with other people. Like, come on now. Like, it's not even fun anymore. Whatever these people do for a living, this group, whatever, you know, they have going on, like, it's not even fun anymore. It feels like a job. Before it was fun. Before it was a cool thing, you know, like they were helping people and stuff or whatever. Like, it was good once upon a time, but it got bad because of this one person. And now the situation, the dynamic, you know, it's not even fun anymore. People are dividing now. Groups are, you know, like in the group, like people are disconnecting from each other. Like, it's not the same anymore. They link up and it's just not the same anymore. Like, it's like this disconnect, and it's because this foundation, this group was built off of narcissism. The foundation that it was built on, it was built off of oppression. Okay, it wasn't built off of love, compassion. It wasn't built off of God. Okay, it was built off of demonic energy, and it's because of this one person that came into the group, or that was already in the group, and they're being kicked out of this group. They got kicked out, and if they're not being kicked out, if they didn't get removed, they're removing themselves because it's not the same anymore. People don't give them the same admiration or respect anymore. People are moving accordingly now that they know who this person truly is at their core. And this is a big, major tower moment for all of these people, because whoever this person is, they're the face of this group. They're the main leader of this group. Like, I'm seeing that people held this person in a high regard when it comes to this group, this organization, or whatever this is. But now people see the truth of who they are and what they do behind closed doors. And, you know, people are seeing the cracks and holes through their mask. Okay, the mask has fallen. They're catching this person in lies. They're catching this person doing things that they're not supposed to do or whatever. And people are just like, oh no, I gotta get out of here. I heard Get Out, the movie Get Out. Okay, a lot of people are getting out because if this person isn't going anywhere, just know that everyone else is leaving because they don't want to be a part of this. This is demonic.
Yeah, this is very demonic. Hold on, y'all. I gotta turn this damn mic off because my lay down. I'm not getting off live, Vasilis. Lay down. You just ready for me to get off live, ain't you? Hold on, y'all. I gotta plug my damn charger up, man. My phone finna die, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me. I can't even fucking see the goddamn cord. Hold on. What the hell? Why can't I get my damn cord in here? Oh, there you go. All right, boom. All right, so boom. All right, let's continue, y'all. My bad. I had to plug my. I was on 2%. I'm gonna definitely exit this live if I didn't plug my charger in. But yeah, we're gonna just be talking like this for right now. Let's get to it, gang. Let's go. Let's go.
So people figured out that.
Oh shit! I already played that video. My bad. All right, so let's get to it. Let's go.
My life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus Network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner? I'm not about to be the third person, so I'm gonna speak out on this. Somebody's definitely been following me. Mysterious stuff has been happening. Somebody mysteriously drove their car through my living room. Okay? Y'all see they created the distraction. They trying to have me, they try to start a beef between me and Kevin Gates. Like my life is in jeopardy.
This nigga Aaron the plumber been speaking that. Now we know he a clout chaser, but also we know that he was tied into that demonic ass network as well.
What's up, y'all? So I'm going to talk about the show Baddies and how it is a detriment to the overall progress of women. Not even just black women, but to all women overall. I feel like the show Baddies is a detriment to our progress not only does it go against the healing process, but when it comes to manifesting, Baddies is not the show that you want to watch if you are trying to manifest a good life, and I'm going to explain why. But yeah, that show goes against the healing process because it is very, very toxic. And you got to think about it. You are what you consume. And if you are consuming toxic women on TV, that is what you will become. These women that are on these reality shows are not balanced. As a matter of fact, all of the chakras are imbalanced. And just by watching them, you can become imbalanced too. And I want to talk about the chakras because I want to talk about how each chakra is affected by just watching these shows. So let's talk about the sacral chakra. We know the sacral chakra is all about sexuality, expression, creativity. Now, on shows like Baddies, how do we see them express themselves? We normally see them fighting, arguing, throwing drinks. Expressing yourself like that can block your sacral chakra. When it comes to the sacral chakra, yes, you need to express yourself, but you need to express yourself in a healthy, mature way like a woman is supposed to. You're not supposed to be crashing out, throwing drinks. That is little girl behavior. That is not big womb energy. But that is like the main thing they promote on the show. So it's like they are purposely trying to affect your sacral sexual energy. Because believe it or not, acting unhinged, acting crazy, dramatic, like that will affect your sexual energy. It'll actually drain your sexual energy. So instead of having a balanced sacral chakra, your balanced chakra will be imbalanced. And not even just with the expression, because we already know the expression part is very toxic, but let's get into the sexuality. They promote a lot of toxic sexual behavior on the show, like you might see them sleeping around or just being very overly sexual, which is also bad for the sacral chakra. Even though you're supposed to embrace your sexuality, you're not supposed to overdo it to the point to where you're overly sexual. That will block your sacral chakra. So you see how these shows are like purposely like doing the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Like these shows are not healing, they're actually damaging. And now so that was the sacral chakra. So now when it comes to the solar plexus chakra, when it's all about your power, your personal power and your confidence, like I said, when you crash out, when you fighting and you throwing drinks at another person, that is like telling your higher self that other person is God. So you're giving the other person power. That's why it's not good to respond and go off on people in a negative way, because you're literally giving that person your power. But that's all we see on the show is people crashing out, giving the power to somebody else. So already your solar plexus chakra is going to be damaged. And when it comes to the heart chakra is really going to be blocked, because when it comes to the heart chakra, it's all about compassion, joy, and forgiveness. What do we normally see on these shows? People beefing, holding on to grudges, arguing about small stuff. We don't see any forgiveness on that show. So already right there, you are allowing all that negative energy into your space, and that will, like, you are what you consume. So if you're constantly watching a show about unforgiveness and people beefing, that is what you are going to attract in your own reality. And when it comes to the third eye, we know all of them have a blocked third eye. Your third eye is about intuition and discernment. I don't have to go into why I feel like they lack discernment. Most of the time, the decisions that they make on the show is proof that they lack discernment and intuition. So y'all really have to be mindful. So now let me talk about the throat chakra, which is all about healthy communication, integrity. That show is all about toxic communication, arguing, lying, gossiping is a main thing that will block your throat chakra. Not expressing yourself with integrity. we don't see any integrity on the show. We don't see anybody communicating in a healthy way. All we see is lies, gossip, which will damage your throat chakra. So you see how like everything that they do can literally damage and block all of your chakras. That's dangerous, and especially if you are trying to manifest a great life. It won't happen if you're watching shows like Baddies. And then when it comes to the crown chakra, your crown chakra is depleted, blocked if you watch shows like Baddies, because your crown chakra is all about spirituality and your connection to God. Not saying you can't be connected to God and still watch certain shows like that, but I know for me, the closer I got to God and the more I improved on my spirituality, it was very, very hard to watch certain shows like that because I no longer was in alignment with them. I don't have anything in common with these people. I want better for myself, so I'm no longer like, I just lost a desire to even watch, like, even if I were to try to watch it right now, like I can't even watch 5 minutes of it because I just vibrate. We're just on two different vibrational frequencies. But yeah, watching shows like that can really block your crown chakra, because your crown chakra, like I said, is about spirituality, not being attached to material things, worshiping false idols. Y'all watching these shows, you probably don't think you are worshiping these ladies, but if you're constantly watching it every single week and you're tuned in, and you gotta know what's happening next, subconsciously you're kind of like treating these people like idols, and these are the last people that you are going to that need to be put on a pedestal. So yeah, if you are trying to manifest a great life, especially if you know you want to get married, and I hate to sound rude, but you're not going to manifest a good husband or a family life watching Baddies. I'm sorry, you're not. You're going to attract a toxic partner. You're going to attract a toxic life. You're going to attract toxic friends. If you want a peaceful, balanced life, and you are on this spiritual healing journey.
Salute OG Tan, baby, for your 1 year anniversary with the gang. Drop the flowers for OG Tan, baby.
You cannot watch shows like Baddies because they literally, shows like that literally go against the healing process. So I hope that made sense, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, peaceful rest of the day. Happy Friday, happy Ramadan, if that's what you celebrate, whatever, TGIF. Have a great day. Peace. Stay balanced or fall off.
Go feed them damn kids. That's what you do. You go feed them damn kids, talking about chakras and shit. Go feed them some damn chocolate or something. You know what I'm saying? Keep that a big buck. Let's keep that a big buck, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ratchet Gang. Again, you know your boy come with some different content. I'm not gonna cover the same shit every day. You know, we get back to the Mo 3 shit tomorrow. I got some more stuff for you, but I will be dropping it on Kick. So I will be streaming on Kick a lot of the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be one of the days where I do some content on Kick and I do a lot of gaming. Madden, I will be getting that. Well, I really downloaded that shit today, but that shit, I ain't gonna be finished downloading that till tomorrow. So I had to turn that shit off because it's on my computer. So yeah, definitely. I'll get Madden later on. What y'all think about today's episode, man? It ain't for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But definitely we'll keep this video up and hopefully put some awareness on what y'all been watching. Every girl that I know that watches that shit is toxic as fuck. I'm gonna be real. Every girl I know watches Baddies, Krishan, Whoa Vicky, any of this shit from anybody from Zeus, any girl I know that watch this, they toxic as hell. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all girls that watch Baddies, y'all be toxic. Stop watching that demonic shit. Do better for yourself. Stop listening to your gossiping ass friends talking about nonsense. Get you some fucking money. Get off the internet. Get off your phones. Go get some goddamn money. That's all I gotta say. That's my message to everybody. Get out your feelings. Get some money. Get off the internet unless you're making money and go get you some money. Get off that phone unless you're making some money and go get some money. You know what I'm talking about? Stay woke, man. Nah, being for real though, man. Well, I am being for real. I don't do nothing but make money. I don't got time to do nothing besides take care of my dogs and my puppies and make money and do whatever the fuck I want to do in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, between time. So God first, family second. You know what I'm saying? And got to get to the money, man. Got to. So it's your boy Big Ratchet, man. That's Ratchet Gang, and this is Ratchet TV. I'm about to get the hell up off here. I will catch y'all on Kick tomorrow. I'm gonna pop out over here to do some promo beforehand, but we will get into the Trap Boy Freddy story tomorrow on Kick. So y'all be sure to tune in to my Kick. If you don't know my Kick, it's kick.com/RatchetTV. We've been over there every night dropping hella gems. We even had 3 great episodes. I'm fully monetized over there. I'm a partner with Kick as well. So I will give y'all some exclusive Kick content tomorrow over on my Kick, kick.com/RatchetTV. Be sure that y'all in the building when I do it. So I'll probably be getting started like around 12ish noon tomorrow. I'll be on like around noon on YouTube, and then we'll go over to Kick, and we'll be hanging out there for majority of the day. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We gonna be on Kick for some hours. I'm streaming. I'm putting my hours in, man. Niggas be over there 15 hours, but they paying per hour. So the more I sit over there and work, the more I'm getting paid. So I got to stream tomorrow on Kick. I love y'all, YouTube. Y'all wanted some YouTube content. I gave y'all strictly YouTube content tonight. This ain't going on Kick, but tomorrow's episode ain't going on YouTube. So y'all be sure, man. I'm alternating, man. One day I'm on Kick, one day I'm on YouTube. One day I'm on Kick, one day I'm on YouTube. You never know where you're going to find me, but you're going to find me. You never know where you're going to find me, but you're going to find me. I love y'all, gang. I'm out. Salute to all my chat, my moderators. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Like I said, it's a different live. Get the likes up. Double tap the screen on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. We like 20 subscribers away from 191K. We'll get there. Salute to the gang. I love y'all, man. I'm gone. Hit me up if you need me, gang. I'm out.